Chapter 30. They treat gold as a toy. Bai Mo's heart was beating faster and faster. Is she inviting me to share the room? Result. Turn on your phone. The above is to thank him for taking the lead tonight. The corners of Bai Mo's mouth twitched violently. It's the monk playing the drums again tonight. Hey, when can I talk to Lin Mingxi about the important things in life? Back in his room, Bai Mo checked the system panel and found that he had accumulated 400 daddy points. Today is the most rewarding day. The other side. Imperial River View. King Lin Jian hasn't slept yet. That guy actually changed the name of the pharmaceutical factory and chose to continue running it. How ignorant. It seems that he has money but no business management skills. Looking at today's investigation report, King Lin Jian was full of disappointment with Bai Mo. There are only 3 pharmaceutical companies in Duan City, and all 3 have their own brands. His previous pharmaceutical company suffered losses year after year because it could not compete with them. Now Bai Mo is undoubtedly repeating his path. We must make that kid give up. Wang Dachu is the son-in-law I have in mind. Although Lin Mingxi and Bai Mo already had a daughter, King Lin Jian still disagreed. In every aspect, Wang Dachu is better than Bai Mo. And Wang Dachu is the heir of the Wang family. Everything was planned well, but now it's a bit difficult. King Lin Jian never expected that his wife would be very satisfied with Bai Mo, which gave him a headache. Girl face. So delicious. King Lin Jian just couldn't understand what the charm of Bai Mo was. Unexpectedly, a few days later, the law of truth would slap me in the face. Begging Bai Mo to be the son-in-law. No words were spoken that night. The next morning, Bai Mo got up and exercised. At the edge of the grove at Grand Hyatt Bay, Bai Mo saw Lin Mingxi in front of him. Wife, wait for me. Bar shameless, who is your wife? Lin Mingxi's face was flushed, and she didn't know whether it was because of shyness or because of running. Do you get up and run every day? Occasionally. Lin Mingxi shook her head. She recently found that she had gained a little weight, so she ran for 2 days in a row. Normally, she just practices dancing. Even with that, you still maintain such a good figure. Loquacious. The 2 of them ran, stopped, talked and laughed along their way, and finally returned to the villa. Antoine watched the 2 of them come back and smiled sweetly. Miss used to run and never went out. Now that she has a son-in-law, she goes out for a run every day. It's great to be young, and go for a run date early in the morning. Pity. Bai Mo didn't hear these words. Ding, this is the first time a couple runs together, 10 daddy points as reward. Bai Mo. Return to the first floor. Bai Mo and Lin Mingxi heard the sound of a child upstairs at the same time. They get up so early. I got up half an hour earlier than usual. In the small bedroom. Anin and Shishi have already gotten up, and there are servants taking care of them. Hey, the little ones are awake. Uncle, miss. The servant called out and then quietly retreated. Anin rubbed her eyes and threw herself into Lin Mingxi's arms. Dad and Mom don't want me anymore. Lin Mingxi smiled. But suddenly I felt my clothes were wet. Then he felt nervous and a look of panic appeared on his face. How could that be? Don't cry, don't cry. How could Mom and Dad not want you? Anin woke up and didn't see Daddy, nor Mommy. Lin Mingxi blamed herself endlessly. Daddy, 1111 is having a nightmare, I'm so scared. As 1111 spoke, tears began to fall, and her look was so pitiful. Bai Mo was also shocked. No wonder they woke up early, it turned out they were having nightmares. Don't be afraid, Daddy is here to help you get rid of the nightmare. Bai Mo patted 1111's back to comfort her. It seems that the 2-year-old baby still lacks a sense of security. The 2 of them each held one in their arms and coaxed them for a long time before the 2 little girls returned to normal and smiled happily. After breakfast, Lin Mingxi went to work. I heard that she was very busy these days. Bai Mo remembered that he needed to buy a car. Because after I have intermediate driving skills, I really want to own a sports car. Experience the speed and passion. I think that Bugatti Veyron is pretty good. Looking at the $10 billion and a ton of gold in the system, he pondered for a moment. No wonder so many people like gold, they are indeed optimistic about it. A bag of gold weighing 20 kilograms was taken out from the system space and sold for a total of 8 million. It's only a few pieces, and it's pretty heavy. Bai Mo picked up a piece at random. It was golden, very dazzling. Daddy. Har. I found you. At this moment, the two little guys outside the door ran in and saw a bag of gold on the bed, shining brightly. Anan patted his head. Look at this gold. He is only 2 years old and can't recognize it. With a big question mark in his head, he said in a baby voice, "What is this, Daddy? Sister is so stupid, she doesn't even understand this. Daddy, what is this?" Anan. Bai Mo was also cute and said, "This is money." Money. The two little girls scratched their heads. Isn't this a stone? It's so heavy. They used all their strength to pick up one piece and were so tired that they were out of breath. Bai Mo is embarrassed. The system only allows you to take it out, but doesn't allow you to put it back. It's really weird. This chapter is not finished yet. Please click on the next page to continue reading the exciting content. Other things are fine, but gold is discriminated against. Looking at the bag of gold, Bai Mo's mouth twitched fiercely. This time he was getting himself into trouble. Why was he showing off the gold for no reason? Bai Mo didn't dare to leave the gold at home, so he thought of going to the bank to exchange it. Of course, I still take the two little ones with me, to relax and see the outside world, which will help their growth. Dad, why are you carrying the stone? To change money. Okay. Knowing they were going out, they immediately became energetic and followed Bai Mo closely. Half an hour later, Bai Mo and the children appeared at a private bank in the city. "Hello sir, what can I do for you? Do you have an appointment?" Since Bai Mo was driving a Maybach and was obviously a rich man, the bank clerk asked this question. "Selling gold, no appointment." Bai Mo said. "Come this way, sir." The clerk looked at the backpack with a hint of surprise in his eyes, then took Bai Mo to the second floor. The bank president's surname is Chen. He warmly welcomed Bai Mo and the others. The two little girls looked around in the office and refused to sit quietly on the sofa, so Bai Mo let them do as they wished. "Sir, you have 20 kilograms of gold. Are you sure you want to exchange it for cash?" According to today's international gold price, it is 395 per gram. President Chen is also a straightforward person. He welcomes everyone who comes, regardless of where they come from. "Sure." Bai Mo nodded. After the two of them finalized it, they discovered that Anan and Shishi were playing with gold. Just play with stacking wood like bricks. The corners of President Chen's mouth twitched violently. "You are probably the only ones who can treat gold as a toy. You have cast a good vote." Bai Mo instantly received more than 7 million yuan in his account. When he got home, Bai Mo placed an order online and selected a Bugatti Veyron, cost 30 million. Bai Mo has been in the villa these 2 days, taking his kids and walking the dog, and he gets some dad points from time to time. System panel. Host, new dad Bai Mo. Daddy points, 460. Props, confinement talisman +2, about 1 ton of gold, facial mask formula, magical mineral water. Skills, gods and demons eyes, god level fighting skills, advanced cooking skills, bargwa palm, immense strength, singing talent, calligraphy master, photographic memory, advanced medical skills, grandmaster piano, intermediate driving skills. Pet, country dog. Mission, detect that their host is looked down upon, do something to impress King Lin Jian and become the perfect son-in-law in his mind. The amount of money left by the nanny is pitifully small, so Bai Mo plans to save it. It is not yet time to upgrade the skills. Chapter 31. There are 3 thieves in the house. Bai Mo flipped through their system all. There were so many things in it, and he was always restless because of what he couldn't get. What to save? Save it until the year of the monkey and horse. Grit your teeth. System, give me 10 consecutive draws. Ding, the system is drawing a lottery. Ding, congratulations to their host for obtaining a fire lotus seed. Ding, congratulations to their host, you have obtained a bottle of spiritual water. Ding, congratulations to their host for obtaining 10 billion of the world's abandoned wealth. The rest are just thanks for your patronage. Bai Mo doesn't he care. He makes money every time he makes 10 consecutive draws. Fire lotus, there are only a few remaining in the world, a precious medicinal herb with a survival rate of less than 1%. Spiritual water, improve physical condition. Fortunately, Bai Mo never lost money from the 10-draw streak. Just this fire lotus seed costs 1000 daddy points in the mall. I don't know what it's used for, why is it so expensive? System, I think your roulette wheel is just for show, what are the chances of winning? Looking at those god-level skills on the roulette wheel, Bai Mo was drooling. 1%. Well. After the system is upgraded, the probability of winning certain skills will be less than 1 in 10,000. Puff. Bai Mo currently doesn't understand what this sentence means. But he heard that the system would be upgraded in the future. Some skills. He was looking forward to it. It's night. The little puppy in the villa suddenly became alert and smelled a strange scent. The people outside climbed over the wall and came in. At the same time, Bai Mo also woke up. After the system transformation, his body was very sensitive. Uninvited guest. Bai Mo gets up. The smear came to the front door. In the dark night, a little puppy lay in front of Bai Mo. In the distance, 3 figures were crawling forward, looking very professional. Wang Sai, do you think they are stealing or have other intentions? The little puppy at his feet shook his head. Brother, this family is so rich, we should kidnap them, just kidnap those 2 children. The ransom is several million, isn't it good? I have already checked. At night, there is only a frail man, 2 children, and a woman in this family. Easy to start with. Kidnapping is troublesome, and we are not well prepared, said the leader. The purpose of this trip is to steal money. Steal as many valuables as you can. The whispers of the 3 of them could not escape Bai Mo's ears. Just be a thief. Bai Mo is most afraid of revenge or other purposes. Especially after he ruined Xuanqian's plan, he was worried all night. The thief climbed up through the window next to the door and tried to climb up to the 2nd floor along the pipe. Wang Sai. The little puppy can't wait any longer. When he heard Bai Mo's order, he immediately ran up with his teeth bared and scratched the thief's butt wildly. Ouch. This little bastard. The puppy was so small that the thieves didn't take him seriously at all. At this time, Bai Mo walked over, grabbed the thief, and threw him out. Oh my god. We've been discovered, brother, run. When I looked back, I saw my eldest brother and second brother lying on the ground, motionless. Stop shouting, you're all wiped out. They were so cowardly and yet they were still thieves. Bai Mo didn't do anything to them, but the last thief was already scared to death. A thief broke into their house in the middle of the night. The child and Lin Minxi were sleeping soundly. Bai Mo didn't want to call the police right away because it would disturb their sleep. Wang Sai, you performed well. You are worthy of having the blood of the 3-headed dog of hell. It was this that was responsible for knocking down the 2 thieves just now. Bai Mo was surprised by the speed. The little puppy rubbed Bai Mo's feet and acted coquettishly and cutely, which was completely different from before. The 3 people on the ground were carried away by the powerful Bai Mo and thrown into the woods of the villa. After doing all this, Bai Mo called the police. As for what happened in the second half of the night, Bai Mo had no idea. Ding, protect your daughter's sleep and get 50 daddy points as a reward. No words were spoken that night. After Bai Mo got up, he heard the servants talking about a thief who broke into Grand Hyatt Bay last night. When I was running, there were some gossipy old people in the grove. I heard that those 3 thieves were very famous and had gone crazy when they were caught. Crazy? No way. I saw it with my own eyes. They said they saw a 3-headed dog of hell and a black shadow. What a mouthful of nonsense. Listening to the speech, Bai Mo walked over quickly. When we got back to the villa, the 2 little kids had already woken up. It was the most well-behaved day. Daddy. 2 little figures opened their chubby little arms and ran directly into Bai Mo's arms. Dad, someone is looking for you. Who is it? Police officer. Bai Mo was stunned. Could it be that what happened last night was discovered? After entering the villa, the leading detective looked at Bai Mo and revealed his identity. Hello Mr. Bai Mo, my name is Wei Zhuang, the captain of the Duan City Police Department, and I need to ask you something. Wei Zhuang came up and stretched out his hand. Bai Mo subconsciously held it. What's the matter? The 2 shook hands, and the next second Bai Mo felt a huge force coming. Bai Mo refused to admit defeat and fought back without changing his expression. He used a little more strength and Wei Zhuang could not withstand it. Wei Zhuang was surprised. He is from the special forces and is very strong, but now he is being abused by Bai Mo. This chapter is not finished yet, please click on the next page to continue reading the exciting content. It's you, after all. Mr. Bai Mo, you are really strong. You must have knocked out the thief last night. Wei Zhuang suddenly laughed. I can't hide it from you policemen. Bai Mo let go of his hand, touched his nose, and looked helpless. Drink. As soon as he let go, Wei Zhuang raised his fist and immediately attacked Bai Mo, with each move being ruthless. Oh, don't hit, Popper. Seeing her father being bullied, 1111 couldn't sit still. Sissy, get out of the way. Bai Mo dodged a few times and immediately switched to attacking. His fighting skills easily subdued Wei Zhuang. Wei Zhuang's eyes were filled with shock. Both your strength and skills are superior to mine? Who is Bai Mo? The other police officers watching were equally shocked. The guards are dozens of people and can't get close to them. Just like that, you were captured by the other party. If they hadn't seen it with their own eyes, they wouldn't have believed it even if they were beaten to death. What are you standing there for? Come on together. When other police officers saw Wei Zhuang being pinned to the ground, they immediately rushed over to rescue him. Bai Mo frowned. I have absolutely no idea what's going on. Group fight. Back off. Bang. With a bagua palm, everyone was knocked away and seriously injured. Wei Zhuang. The two little ones watched from the side with their eyes widened, and then they clapped their hands when they realized what was happening, instantly turning into little fangirls. Daddy, a super hero. Aharhar. Stop fighting, we were just testing you. I didn't expect Mr. Bai Mo to be so skilled. Wei Zhuang looked at Bai Mo with surprise in his eyes. If I am not mistaken, Bai Mo is proficient in fighting skills. Who is he? Cousin, you guys. Hearing the noise, Lin Mingxi walked out of the living room and saw this scene. What? Cousin? Bai Mo was stunned. Let me introduce myself to you again. I am Lin Mingxi's cousin. Wei Zhuang is now becoming more and more interested in Bai Mo. Who are you? What is your ulterior motive for approaching my cousin? Chapter 32, Spiritual Water as Water for Flowers. Early this morning, they came to investigate the whereabouts of the three thieves last night. The identities of the three people were found out. A famous thief in China who knows a little kung fu. Especially their eldest brother, who was born in Shaolin Temple. 10 ruffians are no match for him. But such a dangerous person was actually knocked unconscious. After waking up, he had several fractures on his body and was still unconscious. Therefore, Wei Zhuang and his men started investigating in Grand Hyatt Bay early in the morning. Through surveillance, 5 villas were locked down. I never thought that when I first came to my cousin's place, I would discover the suspicious person Bai Mo. After the fight, it became even more certain that Bai Mo was the one who knocked the thief unconscious. When Bai Mo heard Wei Zhuang's words, he immediately frowned and said, I am the biological father of these children. What purpose could I have? I advise you to be honest. With your skills, who would believe that you are an ordinary person? I'm just a normal person. Forget it, everyone has secrets, but I advise you not to have any bad thoughts, otherwise I won't let you go. Wei Zhuang sighed. Cousin, what are you talking about? Nothing, the matter has been investigated clearly, let's go. Wei Zhuang waved his hand and left with his men. He decided to go back and investigate Bai Mo. The investigation actually allowed him to discover something. How come Bai Mo appeared out of thin air? The information before coming to Duan City is blank, as if someone had deliberately erased it. Fuck, he's an illegal resident. At the moment, he dared not draw any conclusion and could only investigate secretly. Bai Mo asked, please introduce me to your family members, otherwise it would be so embarrassing like what happened just now. I have an older sister, a younger sister, and 2 younger brothers. Bai Mo nodded, quite a lot. My sister has a special status. I think she's a member of some kind, but I can't remember exactly. My sister is a high school student. My 2 younger brothers are twins and are in college, but they are also the owners of a listed company. Dynasty Entertainment belongs to them. There are still quite a few companies. That's all for now. Bai Mo. What's going on with this family's genes? That's not bad. The 2 brothers-in-law are studying and should be weak scholars. You're wrong. They are not easy to mess with. You'll understand when you see them next time. Lin Mingxi shook her head and smiled. At this time, Anan said, Uncle is so awesome, just like Dad. There is one thing the child hasn't he said yet, His uncle can knock down a tree with one punch, he is very fierce. What will happen? Bai Mo rolled his eyes. Does he dare to hit me? I'll teach you a lesson and make you a heartless man. Lin Minxi covered her mouth and laughed. Bai Mo. After finishing breakfast with his daughters, Bai Mo remembered the fire lotus seeds he won in the lottery. It would be a good idea to plant it in the back garden, as there is a piece of land there that was vacated a few days ago after a hornet's nest was cleared out. Daddy. What are you doing? After searching for a long time, the two little guys finally found Bai Mo here. Grow flowers. Have you planted it? Just put the seeds down. Oh. After taking a look and finding nothing wrong, Bai Mo took the two little kids back home. But, Sissy scratched her head. Planting flowers. Shouldn't it be watered? Back in the villa, Bai Mo took out the spiritual water and planned to try it out on himself and act as a guinea pig. Just as he was about to drink it, Lin Minxi suddenly called him. Come back and drink. Worried that there would be changes after drinking it, the white ink was placed on the table in the room first. As soon as he left, 1111 came running to find him. Dad, you forgot to water the plants. Where are the people? Dad wasn't here, but she saw a bottle of water on the table. I'm worried about having no water. Ahar. The child came to the first floor, ran into the back garden, poured a bottle of spiritual water at the place where Bai Mo planted the fire lotus seeds, and laughed from ear to ear. Hurry up, grow taller. Dad will definitely praise me. That's great. After doing all this, she ran back to the villa, ready to show off to Bai Mo that she had done a good thing. Back in the room, Bai Mo was confused. My spiritual water? Where did it go? So he searched the room but couldn't find the spiritual water. Daddy. Sissy, why are you here? Bai Mo squatted on the ground, looking to see if there were any traces of spiritual water on the ground. Dad, I'll help you water the flowers. Not bad, very good. Go water the plants when you have time. Do you hear me? Bai Mo said. Yeah. After receiving Bai Mo's praise, 1111 smiled even more happily. After searching for a long time, he still couldn't find it. This time Bai Mo was sure that someone had taken it away. Is it Aunt Wang? Bai Mo went downstairs and asked around, only to find out that Aunt Wang had never gone into the room to clean it. Dad, yes, it's me. 1111, who had been following Bai Mo all the way, raised her hand to speak this time. What about the water? Bai Mo had a vague feeling that something bad was going to happen. I'm afraid the spiritual water is gone. Watering the flowers. Bai Mo's heart was bleeding and he kept comforting himself, this is my dear child. Spiritual water can improve physical fitness, it costs 800 daddy points to redeem it in the mall. This child. Dad, you are angry, Sissy. I know, I was wrong. My dear, there is more to this chapter. Please click on the next page to continue reading. It's even more exciting later. Seeing her father's frozen expression, 1111 rubbed her eyes, a layer of mist rose up, and tears were about to fall. No, why would Dad be angry? That's not the case. Bai Mo realized his mistake instantly and felt very guilty. It's just a bottle of spiritual water. How can it be more important than your own daughter? Why are you so sad? He touched the child's head, picked her up and coaxed her for a while. 1111 helps Daddy water the plants. She's a good kid. Bo. Bai Mo kissed the little guy. This made the child laugh out loud. The other side. Anan is in the kitchen. Auntie Wang, look, do you see clearly? Is there really nothing? Anan asked, licking his lips. Little princess, the refrigerator is so small. I've checked it out and there's really no ice cream. Antoine was also drunk, with a look of confusion on her face. This kid had to be pulled down from the 4th floor to help check if there was any ice cream in the refrigerator. As soon as the words fell, Anan went to the dining room and pulled a chair, using all her might, her face flushed. Antoine was startled. Hey, my baby, what are you doing? I want to see. Anan curled her lips. Antoine was at a loss for words. Didn't she have any trust in the child at all? She picked up the child and opened the refrigerator herself. There are just some vegetables and milk in it, but no ice cream at all. This time, Anan finally believed it. At this time, the doorbell outside rang, one after another, as if it would not stop. Who is it? Aunt Wen came out. Come out, Bai Mo, come out, don't you have the guts? Open the door quickly. The person outside was none other than Wang Dachu. He was released from hospital today after being chased down a street by a dog and bitten on his hind leg. The experience of that day was a lifelong shame for him. He vowed not to be a human being if he didn't take revenge. Chapter 33, Blooming Fire Lotus. If I don't vent my anger today, I won't be called Wang. Wang Dachu shouted at the door. A gloomy face. Aunt Wan was startled and hurried back to tell Bai Mo, son-in-law, someone is looking for you outside. They are not friendly. You should not go anywhere today. Let them in. Some things have to be resolved. Bai Mo waved his hand. Wang Dachu is just like a dog, biting him and won't let go. He will be punished sooner or later. Then he picked up the two little kids and walked out the door to greet Wang Dachu and the others. Humph, I thought you were too afraid to come out. Wang Dachu looked at Bai Mo. Bai Mo asked Aunt Wang to move a chair and sit down, then said slowly, Master Wang, what do you want from me? First, kneel down and apologize to me immediately. Second, hand over the dog at your feet. Third, let your daughter call me daddy. Wang Dachu said arrogantly. When she heard that the dog was going to be caught, 1111 immediately hugged the puppy and shook her little head. And pouted, bad silver. Be careful or my dad will beat you up. Even a child would get angry after hearing these words, let alone Bai Mo. What if I say no? Bai Mo said. He didn't take the few people Wang Dachu brought with him seriously at all. Wang Dachu didn't waste any words. He narrowed his eyes, waved his hand, and asked the bodyguards to go up and teach Bai Mo a profound lesson. The leading bodyguard boasted about his own strength. City champion. What are the top 10 international kick-fighting fighters? Show off your chest muscles and you will look like a strong man. Their well-developed muscles all over the body can be scary. That was all. Bai Mo simply rolled his eyes. Stop, what are you doing? It's you again? Wang Dachu. A clear female voice came from the door. The two little girls blinked, as if they remembered something, and a hint of excitement appeared on their faces. Yes, Aunt Ouyang. Har. The next second, Ouyang Yu appeared, with clear and bright pupils, curved eyebrows, and fair and flawless skin with a faint blush. She was a beauty on the same level as Lin Mingxi. Bai Mo took a glance. The Audi headlights on the woman's chest are very dazzling, and her figure is explosive. Before Bai Mo could react, the two little kids beside him ran out and threw themselves into Ouyang Yu's arms. Fuck Ouyang, why are you here? When Wang Dachu saw the person coming, he was so scared that he broke out in a cold sweat. He was not afraid of his parents, Lin Mingxi, or Bai Mo, but he was only afraid of the person in front of him. Ouyang Yu squatted down, hugged the two little guys gently, and then stared at Wang Dachu. I'll give you 3 breaths, get out. Next second. Wang Dachu ran away without a trace, and was terrified as if he had seen a ghost. Let us put aside the question of whether the surname is Wang or not. Bai Mo and Xiaonigo were stunned. Where did this woman come from? She scared Wang Dachu away. How can I teach him a lesson? He is lucky. If Ouyang Yu hadn't appeared, Bai Mo would most likely have beaten Wang Dachu and sent him to the hospital for half a year. And in Shishi, I haven't seen you for more than a week. You are even cuter now. Ouyang Yu pinched the children's faces. Har. Auntie, give me a hug. 1111 climbed into Ouyang Yu's arms with ease and found a comfortable position to rest her head. Ouyang Yu is Lin Mingxi's best friend. She also adopted 2 little girls as her goddaughters and loved them very much. Aunt Anan found his dad. He found him. The child Anan pulled Ouyang Yu to Bai Mo, looking very excited. Ouyang Yu didn't know Bai Mo, but he had been hearing Lin Mingxi talk about it these days. Scumbag. After saying a few words, Ouyang Yu hugged 1111 and took Anan back to the villa. 3 years ago. After learning that Lin Mingxi was pregnant, Ouyang Yu advised her to have an abortion. After all, Lin Mingxi didn't even know who the father of the child was at that time. She was also very angry. Secretly cursing Bai Mo as a scumbag. Bai Mo. When we returned to the villa, we saw Ouyang Yu and the 2 little kids were having a lot of fun. It seemed like they had a very good relationship and got along very well. I really don't know why Mingxi would choose a man like you. Ouyang Yu, who was sitting on the sofa, said. Auntie, I want to watch cartoons. Oh, okay. Although she was not satisfied with Bai Mo in her heart, Ouyang Yu always responded to Anan's requests with a smile, showing great doting. The three of them watched cartoons in the living room for more than an hour, laughing from time to time. Bai Mo knew he was bored, so he went to the back garden alone. Antoine was staring at the fire lotus. This. She didn't understand. When was this flower planted? How could it bloom so soon? It seemed that she was not there when she came to work this morning. Bai Mo also saw that the 1 meter 2 meter high fire lotus was in full bloom. Fuck. Shocked by the scene before my eyes. The fire lotus grows so fast, it must be the effect of the spiritual water. If there is no magical water, it will take a month to know whether it will sprout or not. Unexpectedly, by accident, Qian made the fire lotus bloom. Sir, this flower. I just planted it. So that's how it is. Antoine breathed a sigh of relief. If Bai Mo said he didn't know, she would probably become suspicious. 11:11 in the living room suddenly couldn't see Bai Mo, so she climbed down from the sofa, put on her shoes and started looking for him. Sissy, where are you going? My dear, there is more to this chapter. Please click on the next page to continue reading. It's even more exciting later. Daddy. Hey. The sound came from the back garden. Daddy. 11:11 called in a baby voice, staggered over to Bai Mo with her short legs, and then hung on his calves. So beautiful. 11:11 was instantly attracted by the fire lotus. She had completely forgotten that this was the place where she poured the spiritual water. Bai Mo suddenly had an idea to take a beautiful photo of the child, so he stood under the fire lotus. Dad, does my nest look nice? Of course, my baby is so cute. Bai Mo looked at his phone, which showed photos of 11:11, and every one of them was well taken. I just posted it on my Moments. But it did not cause a pro. Imperial capital by family. It's been 3 years my Momo posted on WeChat Moments, big news. Damn, it's true. What kind of flower is this? What's the point of sending a child out? By the way, why does this child look so much like him? Hey, my Momo has been smart since he was young, but he just can't learn to admit his mistakes. Master, lift the restrictions and let Momo come back to inherit the family property. This child probably wants to get married. In the living room. Seeing that it was getting late, Ouyang Yu got up and left. Anan, next time auntie comes, I'll bring you lots of toys. As he came back in a hurry, Ouyang Yu didn't bring anything with him and felt embarrassed. Don't you want to eat? Anan felt a little reluctant. No, I don't have much appetite after seeing your dad, that jerk. I'll treat you guys out for a nice meal some other day. Ouyang Yu touched Anan's chubby little head. Anan? Aunt, my dad is not a bastard, not a scumbag. When Anan saw Ouyang Yu saying bad things about Bai Mo, she immediately became unhappy and frowned. You little one, I've been so good to you, and your father has only been with you for a few days, and you're already speaking for him. Auntie loves you in vain. The corners of Ouyang Yu's mouth twitched violently. Daddy is a very good person. Please don't hate him, okay? Anan said with a choked voice and red eyes, as if she was about to cry in the next second. Chapter 34 Only Dr. Bai has a solution. Ouyang Yu was stunned, then quickly said, Oh, auntie is joking with you. I don't hate your dad. Hearing this, Anan sniffed and then smiled at Ouyang Yu. Aunt, are you leaving? Well, some other day. When Bai Mo and 11:11 came back, Ouyang Yu had already left. Outside the door. As Ouyang Yu walked out of the door, a beautiful woman came towards him. It was Liuxian, her next-door neighbor. At this moment, Liuxian looked lost and full of worries. Just now, her grandfather was in a car accident and was sent to the emergency room in critical condition. The best doctors in the city shook their heads when they saw it, and frankly said that they were drooling over the treatment. This is something the Liu family cannot accept. The old man has been using pens all his life and is the president of the provincial capital's calligraphy association. If his hands and feet are not straight and his mouth is drooling after he is cured, what will happen? It is better to give up now. When I was completely desperate, I heard a few nurses nearby say that maybe Dr. Bai could have a solution. Dr. Bai? Who is he? Why have I never heard of him? The so-called miracle doctor must have a way. Liuxian asked immediately. Dr. Bai? Who is he and where does he live? I will go to his house and ask for help immediately. Nurse, the name of Dr. Bai is Bai Mo. If he can save Mr. Liu, maybe he can do it. White ink. The name is familiar. I suddenly remembered the neighbor next door whom I met on my morning run a few days ago. His name is also Bai Mo. Is he taking care of a child, a 2-year-old daughter? And she's very handsome. The nurse was stunned, it seems so. It's great that you know him. He is a professor in our hospital. Afterwards, the ecstatic Liu Shen returned to Grand Hyatt Bay. Just when I rang the doorbell, I met Ouyang Yu who had just come out. Hello, is Mr. Bai Mo in there? Ouyang Yu rolled his eyes at Liu Shen and muttered, the scumbag is in there. Liu Shen. Just as he was about to say something, Ouyang Yu had already gotten into the car, with a face full of smoke. The villa doorbell rang. And an inside scratched his head, did Auntie forget something? Could it be that you forgot to take me out to play? Thinking of this, Anan just smiled foolishly. 1111 saw through their surveillance that the person coming was Liu Shen, and then said in a baby voice, it's that beautiful auntie. Daddy. Anan scratched his head, who is it? She is so beautiful. Before Bai Mo could react, 1111 has already pressed the door opening button remotely. Is it her? Don't let Lin Mingxi see it, otherwise there will be another sour taste. Liu Shen quickened her pace and walked in. She saw Bai Mo standing at the door of the living room. She felt like she had seen a savior and her eyes became moist. Brother Bai. What's wrong? Bai Mo was startled. Why are Liu Shen's eyes red? She looks so fragile, as if she's been bullied. When this beautiful woman started crying, Bai Mo was instantly at a loss as to what to do. Beautiful auntie, who bullied you? 1111 asked in a baby voice. Liu Shen said, Brother Bai, I heard that you are miracle doctor, can you help my grandfather? The thing is. After a moment, Bai Mo was in deep thought. Have surgery. He is not good at it. The essence of advanced medical skills lies in traditional Chinese medicine. As for Western medicine, it is only mentioned a little in basic medical skills, but very little. Seeing Liu Shen looking so pitiful, Bai Mo felt helpless. With a plop, Liu Shen thought that she was putting Bai Mo in a difficult position, so she knelt down in front of Bai Mo. This. Dad, just help the beautiful aunt. 1111 pouted and looked at Liu Shen with pity. Ding host, please fulfill your daughter's expectations and be rewarded with random daddy points. The cold mechanical sound of the system rang in my mind. Bai Mo sighed, okay. In the system, he has a bottle of magical mineral water, which has the effect of restoring vitality and is suitable for Grandpa Liu to use. Thank you, Brother Bai. Bai Mo went upstairs and came down again with a bottle of mineral water in his hand. Liu Shen. I have a general understanding of your grandfather's condition. Here is a bottle of water. Let the doctor perform the operation normally. After it's over, let your grandfather drink it, and the condition will naturally get better. R. Liu Shen was stunned and didn't react. What is this? Don't be ignorant of the value of this thing. This thing is very precious. If it weren't for your sincerity, I really wouldn't be willing to give this water to you. Bai Mo tells the truth. Thanks. Watching Bai Mo go away seriously, Liu Shen felt like she had found a treasure. Hospital. When Liu Shen came back, she did not bring anyone with her, so the doctor asked for the family's consent and performed the operation directly. All the best. Just as the doctor said, I'm drooling after the treatment. After Mr. Liu woke up, he was unconscious, drooling, and acting like a fool. He spoke hesitantly, which was worse than expected. The Liu family regrets. At this time, Liu Shen remembered the mineral water that Bai Mo gave her and put it in her backpack. Let's sue the hospital. You hurt our dad like this. In this situation, it's better not to have surgery. It's really a sin. If a good old man turns into a fool, wouldn't the Liu family become a laughingstock if this gets out? The Liu family members were filled with resentment. Brother Bai won't lie to me. After being sad, Liu Shen wiped her tears, took out the mineral water and was about to give it to old man Liu to drink. Shinshin, what are you doing? The doctor said you can't feed him water. My dear, there is more to this chapter. Please click on the next page to continue reading. It's even more exciting later. You are harming him. The Liu family immediately stopped them. Dad, Mom, second uncle, second aunt. I'm not giving Grandpa water to drink, I'm giving him medicine. After drinking the medicine, Grandpa will recover. Medicine? I am your daughter, why do you treat me like a fool? Isn't this mineral water? Father Liu was shaking with anger. Shinshin, I know you can't accept it, but you can't do anything rash. This water is not medicine. Don't listen to slander and kill your grandfather. Uncle Liushin frowned and said. I didn't, this is really medicine, Brother Bai gave it to me, you must believe me. Liushin said through gritted teeth. Are you talking about Dr. Bai? Today, when Father Liu was in the hospital, the name he heard most was Bai Mo's. Yeah, I just went to see him, and then he gave me this bottle of water. Liushin looked at everyone and said. What are you waiting for? Give it to your grandfather right away. Father Liu is also very bold and has a bit of a try it or die attitude. Uncle Liushin wanted to say something, but he saw the old man drink the whole bottle of water. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour. It seems that Mr. Liu is still gone, and everyone's only hope is shattered. Liushin slumped on the ground, his eyes empty, unable to come back to his senses for a long time. Why did Brother Bai lie to me? The more Father Liu thought about it, the angrier he became. How could he actually believe such nonsense? That's a fucking bottle of mineral water. Second brother, if you have a chance, please investigate who that Bai is and where he lives. How dare he deceive my Liu family? Brother, you don't have to tell me, I won't let him go. Take a bottle of mineral water to cure the disease. Miracle doctor. Bai Mo is now hated by the Liu family and is labeled a liar. P.S. See that shitty yellow button below. Click it. Chapter 35. Who is sleeping in the ward? During the whole process, Mr. Liu was sleeping. However, earth-shaking changes have taken place in the body. Their vitality spread from his body to his entire body, and even his brain was sublimated. After a moment, there was a noise outside the door. The dean is here. When he heard that something happened to Mr. Liu, he rushed back from the provincial capital. How's it going? With such a big incident, why don't you ask Dr. Bai to come over? After hearing about Mr. Liu's current condition, the dean's angry voice was heard outside. Brother, it's Dean Li who is here. Open the door and see what explanation they have. Everyone is talking about Dr. Bai in the hospital. The result, that's it. Who are you trying to fool by getting a bottle of mineral water? After coming in, Dean Li saw that the Liu family members looked solemn. Dean, please give me an explanation. My old man has become like this. What should I do in the future? Father Liu looked at the dean sternly. I already know. I'm sorry, it's because they don't know how to do things. I don't think the situation is that bad. If we can invite Dr. Bai to come over. Liu family. If the Liu family hadn't taken into consideration that the other party was the dean, they would have lost their temper long ago. Dean Li is like this. Liushin recounted what had just happened. After listening, Dean Li frowned. Dr. Bai is unreliable. Really, give me a bottle of water. Just then, everyone heard snoring, which was getting louder and louder. Father Liu frowned instantly, who was sleeping in the ward. How can this be so? Everyone was stunned and looked in the direction of the sound. It was old man Liu snoring. It's Grandpa. Old Master Liu opened his eyes and shouted impatiently, What are you doing? Are you going to let me sleep peacefully? Why are you making so much noise every day? The voice is full of energy. He doesn't look like someone who just had surgery. Everyone was stunned by the scolding. Father, you finally woke up. Uncle Liushin cried with joy and held up 2 fingers. Father, what number is this? Old Master Liu sat up and rolled his eyes at Uncle Liushin. Second. Holy shit. Mr. Liu recovered. Liushin said excitedly, Grandpa, you scared your granddaughter to death. I told you that Brother Bai wouldn't lie to me. It's not that Bai Mo's water has no effect, but that Grandpa Liu fell asleep comfortably. It was a misunderstanding. The Liu family was extremely embarrassed. Dean Li didn't say anything. Since the old man is awake, we won't disturb him anymore. When other doctors heard about it, they called it a medical miracle. Dr. Bai's deeds continue. Daughter, you must thank Dr. Bai someday. Our Liu family owes him a favor. Remember that. Shinshin, apologize on behalf of your uncle. I was rude just now. Ding congratulations to their host for completing the task, reward 100 daddy points. Hearing the system's voice, Bai Mo was not happy at all. A bottle of magic mineral water costs more than 2,000 yuan in the mall. Now I only get 100 for one task, what a huge loss. But Bai Mo was only depressed for a moment. If he could save people, why not do it? Tonight's dinner was made by Bai Mo because the two little ones wanted to eat it. How could Bai Mo refuse the children's request? I've been busy in the kitchen since 5 o'clock. The cook asked doubtfully, son-in-law, can you cook? Let me do it. After all, she works as a chef here and earns more than 10,000 yuan a month. Cooking is her job. How can I let my son-in-law come? Bai Mo smiled and said, I know a little bit. And then she want to eat what I cooked tonight. The cook said no more. Leave the kitchen completely to Bai Mo. In her opinion, if the food was not tasty, she could still make some corrections. After all, the two little kids were used to her cooking and were very picky eaters. After a while, the cook smelled a strong fragrance. It smells so good, unbelievable. My uncle is very secretive. This cooking skill is much better than mine. The little princess will have a good time in the future. When she entered the kitchen and saw Bai Mo busy at work, the cook was stunned for a moment. The two little princesses watched cartoons for a while, and when they smelled the delicious food coming from the kitchen, they immediately sat in the dining room and waited for dinner. Where's your mother? Bai Mo walked out of the kitchen. What about Mama? The two little girls shook their heads. They didn't know. Son-in-law, the young lady is not coming home for dinner today. Antoine said. Oh. Well, let's eat. The children are hungry. Bai Mo just took care of his daughter and didn't ask in detail where Lin Mingxi was doing. Dad, the cooking is so good. The children ate a lot tonight because the dishes cooked by Bai Mo were really to their taste. After dinner, Anan lay on the sofa, touched her round belly, and pouted, I'm going to become a fat girl. Ahaha, my sister's belly is so big. Sissy said mischievously. Bai Mo was talking on the phone outside. Anshin Pharmaceutical had been developing smoothly in the past few days, and there were some things he had to explain clearly to the people in the company. Suddenly, a loud cry was heard. Wow! Bai Mo's face suddenly changed and he quickly ran back to the living room. At the same time, the system's cold and ruthless mechanical voice sounded. Ding, their host's daughter fell down the stairs, please treat her immediately. Wow, daddy! Not only 1111 was crying, but Anan also started crying. This chapter is not finished yet, please click on the next page to continue reading the exciting content. Sissy. Bai Mo entered the living room and the first thing he saw was 1111 sitting on the tiles under the stairs. Her forehead was bleeding and turned red. There was blood on the ground. Anan was so scared that she started crying on the spot, her eyes full of tears. Wowar! The child cried so hard that his heart was broken, with snot and tears streaming down his face. It must have been so painful. I don't know which step I fell from. Bai Mo's face was pale, his whole body felt uncomfortable, and his heart felt like it was being pricked by needles. Don't be afraid, Dad is here, you will be fine. W.A. The crying filled the entire villa. Bai Mo gently picked her up and put her on the sofa. Don't cry, Dad will help you, it will stop hurting soon. Younger sister. Daddy, my sister fell down, come. Anan's face was pale, without a trace of blood, and her legs went weak with fear. Seeing so much blood, she was completely at a loss and panicked. Bai Mo took out the family emergency medicine box and cleaned the wound to prevent bacterial infection. Secondly, he used iodine to disinfect it in time. After disinfection, gauze was used for bandaging. After some professional operation, 1111 sniffed her nose and stopped crying, but her body was still twitching. Does it still hurt? Bai Mo asked softly. The little guy didn't say anything, just shook his head, tears still in his eyes, and looked listless. His forehead was bandaged with white ink into a big lump. The clothes on my back were soaked. The clothes on his upper body were stained with blood. Whose sister will blow on you, and it won't hurt anymore. Anan spoke in a baby voice beside her. Bai Mo, feeling both amused and helpless, sighed. This fall must have left a deep impression on 1111. Chapter 36. Sissy becomes silent. There will be some psychological trauma to a greater or lesser extent. For example, seeing stairs can cause fear. Seeing blood makes me dizzy. People will also appear to be more timid. Bai Mo must help her out of the shadow. Now the child has a big bump on his forehead. Lin Mingxi will definitely be angry when she comes back. Bai Mo. Ding, their host's performance is judged to be 70 points, just passing, so I will award 50 daddy points. Host, new dad Bai Mo. Daddy points, 510. Props, confinement talisman +2, about 1 ton of gold, facial mask formula, magical mineral water. Skills, gods and demons eyes, god level fighting skills, advanced cooking skills, bargwa palm, immense strength, singing talent, calligraphy master, photographic memory, advanced medical skills, grandmaster piano, intermediate driving skills. Pet, country dog. Other notes, the card balance is approximately 20 billion. Mission, detect that their host is looked down upon, do something to impress King Lin Jian and become the perfect son-in-law in his mind. Lin Mingxi came back at 9 o'clock. Anan? Sissy. Why is it so quiet tonight? Entering the living room, Lin Mingxi put down her bag, and there was no usual scene of 2 little kids rushing over to hug her legs. Bai Mo was in the small bedroom, changing 1111's clothes. Be careful when dressing to avoid rubbing against the wound and hurting her. The old clothes were covered in blood and could no longer be worn. Daddy mommy seems to be back. Anan was a little scared. Bai Mo responded softly, then hugged 1111 and said, go to sleep if you are tired, baby. After crying for a while, 1111 was already tired. Her eyelids were drooping, but she was reluctant to close her eyes. Finally, in Bai Mo's warm embrace, 1111 fell asleep. Crunch. At this moment, Lin Mingxi pushed the door open and took a step back in fright. What's wrong? Then he rushed over. Speak a little quieter, the child just fell asleep. Bai Mo said. Lin Mingxi panicked. What happened to her, Bai Mo? Lin Mingxi felt heartbroken when she saw 1111 like this. Mom, my sister, she fell, very high. Anan gestured. Draw a circle in the air. In an instant, Lin Mingxi's face turned pale, as if the sky had fallen, and she felt even more uncomfortable. A scene emerged in her mind, Sissy falling from the highest place. Could it be a balcony on the first floor? It's so high, no wonder there's an egg-sized bump on his head. I accidentally fell down the stairs. Bai Mo added. Buzz. Lin Mingxi's head exploded. Falling from the top step. How painful that would be. Poor kid. Why are you so careless? Lin Mingxi sniffed, her eyes reddened. While stroking the child on the bed, Lin Mingxi actually cried. I'm sorry, I didn't think highly of them. Bai Mo felt very guilty. The expected thing did not happen. Even if Lin Mingxi punched him at this moment. Is she okay now? I have given her medicine. She will be fine after resting for half a month. Lin Mingxi was depressed for a long time and stayed with them for a long, long time. 1111 broke her head, so Bai Mo will sleep with them tonight. No words were spoken that night. The next morning, Bai Mo discovered that the system rewarded him with 100 daddy points and a free lottery chance last night. Hint says the reward comes from being with the injured daughter. Total daddy points, 610. Another lucky draw. System, I want to draw a lottery. Ding, the system is drawing a lottery. Ding, congratulations to their host for obtaining a 1,000-year-old wild ginseng. Touching the 2 little princesses beside him, Bai Mo smiled happily. As soon as I got up, 1111 next to me suddenly started crying. What's wrong, baby girl? Daddy, it hurts. This was the first time 1111 spoke since she hit her head last night. Daddy will rub it for you. Bai Mo stroked her hair carefully, and the swelling on her forehead had already subsided by half. Aha, it doesn't hurt anymore. Sissy said in a baby voice. Dad is up, are you still sleeping? She went to bed at 9 o'clock last night, and the little girl is very energetic now. He rubbed his sleepy eyes, yawned, and shook his head. When she carried the child to the first floor, the servants nearby were all shocked when they saw Sissy like this. What happened to the little princess? Nothing, just a broken head. How could you be so careless? The servants all expressed their concern for the child and felt distressed. After Lin Mingxi got up, she immediately came over to check on the child. Bai Mo. Just as he was about to take the child out, Bai Mo stopped. Mom. In Bai Mo's arms, 1111 smiled and waved at Lin Mingxi. You can see that there is no difference from usual, except that there is an extra bump on the forehead. Well, you scared me. Lin Mingxi hugged the child and felt distressed. Mom. Last night, Lin Mingxi went to check the video surveillance and saw the child jumping up and down the stairs. It would be strange if she didn't fall down. Fortunately, it was not the highest step, but the third step, otherwise the consequences would be unimaginable. The mother and daughter stayed together for a while, and then 1111 chose to go out for a run with Bai Mo. This chapter is not over yet, please click on the next page to continue reading. Be careful. Lin Mingxi could tell that 1111 had become even more silent after what happened last night. After walking out the door, Bai Mo took the child's hand, walked around, and showed her around. A father and daughter walked by, with the daughter riding on her father's neck, smiling. There was a hint of desire in Sis's eyes. Bai Mo saw it all. Ding, as a qualified dad, you must make others envious. Mission released. Let your daughter ride on your neck. Please complete it as soon as possible. 1111, Daddy will hold you. The little girl stretched out her arms obediently. Bai Mo simply lifted the child up, placed him on his neck, and spun around happily. He was tall to begin with, and the sissy sitting on his neck was more than 2 meters tall. The sudden scene frightened 1111 so much that she quickly hugged Bai Mo's head. The little hands covered Bai Mo's eyes. Very hard kind. Then she looked at the ground and felt a sudden surge of fear, which frightened her to death. Bai Mo felt a chill on his neck and realized instantly that his back was already wet. The little baby on his neck had a look of innocence on his face, and was still holding Bai Mo's head tightly. Daddy, I'm scared. A timid voice. The pain on her forehead always reminds her to be careful of high places. Bai Mo comforted him, don't be afraid, Dad is here. In order to help 1111 adapt, Bai Mo held the little guy's waist with both hands. It seems that falling down the stairs has left quite a psychological trauma on Sissy, and she has started to become afraid of heights. Daddy. After she peed all over her father, 1111's face turned red. She sat timidly on his neck, not daring to move, like a wounded little rabbit. Back to the villa. Sis's face turned even redder. There are many people at home. It would be so embarrassing if people knew that she was scared to death. When Lin Mingxi saw this, she just laughed and rolled her eyes at Bai Mo. You deserve it. Come down, dear. Mommy will give you a bath and change you into a pretty dress. When Sissy heard that she could wear the new dress, she smiled. Bai Mo added, be careful when taking a shower, don't let the wound come into contact with water. Chapter 37 Father-in-law's remarks. Ding, mission completed, rewarded with 100 daddy points. Daddy points, 710. Afterwards, Bai Mo also went to take a shower. When I came out again, the children had already started eating breakfast. During the meal, 1111 enjoyed Lin Mingxi's meticulous care. Feed her yourself. And Dad was there, serving milk. Bai Mo, get ready and go back to my parents' place. Why so sudden? I called last night, I don't know why. Lin Mingxi didn't know either. In fact, last night, King Lin Jian went to visit Grandpa Liu, and found out that the person who saved the old man was called Bai Mo. White ink. Is that the one he knows? After returning, he immediately sent people to investigate the newly established Anshin Pharmaceutical. The result was surprising. Anshin Pharmaceutical has developed a new facial mask that can effectively whiten the skin and is now starting mass production. King Lin Jian instantly became curious about Bai Mo. And when he learned that Bai Mo was the professor of the hospital, his eyes widened. I was right about this boy. He is a talented person and worthy of being my son-in-law. This confession made Mrs. Lin roll her eyes. How shameless. Who was so angry the past few days? Hey. King Lin Jian's face turned red. Imperial River View. Lin Family Manor. Bai Mo was holding the 2 little ones and carrying gifts in his hands. This time, he stood up straight. Because the system had previously drawn a 1,000-year-old wild ginseng, and it would be very prestigious to give it away. Dad, Mom, Uncle, Aunt, Grandpa, Grandma. Then came Anan's babyish voice. As for Sissy, she became silent, not saying a word, and looked drowsy. Bai Mo, please sit down. Mrs. Lin didn't say anything, but Prince Lin Jian on the side was very enthusiastic, which made Bai Mo feel nervous. I hope my father-in-law is not setting a trap again. At this time, Mrs. Lin saw the gauze on 1111's forehead and immediately stood up nervously. What's wrong? What's wrong with this child's head? It's okay, I fell down. Lin Mingxi spoke. Oh my god, I feel so sorry for you. Mrs. Lin said sadly. It will be fine in a few days. She must not be scarred. New. At this point, King Lin Jian suddenly looked at Bai Mo. Bai Mo, I heard that you are a doctor. What you hear is not as good as what you see. He wants confirmation. I know a little bit about medicine. Bai Mo said, by the way, a friend just happened to give me 1,000-year-old wild ginseng. I had no use for it, so I gave it to my uncle. With the appearance of the 1,000-year-old wild ginseng, a strong medicinal smell permeated the villa. King Lin Jian was knowledgeable and experienced, and he knew at first glance that the wild ginseng was not fake. I'm thoughtful, just come, why do you need something so expensive? Although he said this, he was even happier in his heart. Bai Mo. Has my father-in-law become so easy to talk to? You should have told me earlier that you were a professor in the hospital. Well, I agree to your marriage. King Lin Jian said excitedly. No matter who you offend, you must not offend the doctor, especially someone with superb medical skills like Bai Mo. Even a figure like Mr. Liu asked for Bai Mo. With this son-in-law, what does Wang Dachu have to do with him? 10 Wang Dachus are no match for one Bai Mo. If someone asks, who is your son-in-law? Where does he work? He would reply proudly, hospital-level professor. Look at it, how impressive. Bai Mo's eyes widened, and then he felt excited. Well, uncle, didn't you say that you wanted me to do something great before you agreed to marry Mingxi to me? Bai Mo was wondering, his Anshin Pharmaceuticals has not yet become a success. Is King Lin Jian willing to give in now? Is there something fishy going on? Har, I was just angry at the time. Now seeing you two loving each other, I seem to see myself when I was young. King Lin Jian is talking nonsense. Mrs. Lin, who was standing next to him, knew the whole story and rolled her eyes at Prince Lin Jian. Thanks, Dad. Lin Mingxi smiled. She knew that it was the achievement of Bai Mo's medical skills. Afterwards, King Lin Jian happily accepted the 1,000-year-old wild ginseng without any doubt, as if he had found a treasure. Ding, mission completed, congratulations to their host, you have obtained 200 nanny points. Bai Mo was stunned. What task? After checking, I found that the remaining tasks have been prompted to be completed. It turned out that the mission of making a career and impressing King Lin Jian was accomplished. Do something big? Probably the identity of a hospital professor. It was indeed recognized by King Lin Jian. Ding, Mrs. Lin's satisfaction with their host has increased, and she is rewarded with 10 nanny points. Ding, King Lin Jian's satisfaction with their host has greatly increased, and he is rewarded with 10 nanny points. Ding, you have gained the favor of the heroine Lin Mingxi, and you will be rewarded with 10 daddy points. Good job. Bai Mo took a breath of cold air. The system suddenly generously gave 330 daddy points, refreshing Bai Mo's perception of being stingy. Total daddy points, 940. After spending a morning at Yujiang Dijing and having lunch, Lin Mingxi took Bai Mo to a private photo studio and took a photo of the two of them together. This was the first time Bai Mo came into close contact with Lin Mingxi. That extremely exquisite face was right in front of him. Moreover, there are photos of the two of them hugging and kissing each other. This chapter is not finished yet, please click on the next page to continue reading the exciting content. Because it is a souvenir, I was asked to do so. Bai Mo's entire body was shaking, holding Lin Mingxi's slender waist. When I kissed those thin red lips, it seemed as if time stopped in an instant. During the process, Bai Mo deliberately did not do it well, and the photographer asked him to do it a few more times. Lin Mingxi was so angry that her face turned red. You can't say anything when you're being taken advantage of. Anan, who was standing at the side, covered her eyes and said in a baby voice, shame on you. The two little breasts also want to take pictures. But the lump on Sissy's forehead was so big that the plan was temporarily unsuccessful. Anan pouted, looking unhappy. On the other hand, Sissy was fine and remained silent for more than an hour. Out of the photo studio. Momo. A familiar voice came. When Bai Mo came back, he knew it was his sister Bai Feifei, who happened to be shopping. Why are you here? Bai Mo greeted awkwardly. Because there is a little milk bowl in my arms. Bai Feifei looked at Lin Mingxi, who was wearing sunglasses and a mask, with serious eyes. Got a new girlfriend? So fast. Something is wrong, those two kids. Suddenly thinking of something, Bai Feifei's face darkened. Hey, I'll give you 1 million and give your boyfriend to me. She absolutely cannot let Bai Mo become someone else's stepfather. The Bai family can't afford to lose face. Familiar routine. The corner of Bai Mo's mouth twitched violently. He just wanted to introduce Lin Mingxi to his sister and show off the two little ones. As a result, Bai Feifei misunderstood. Lin Mingxi frowned. Who is this woman? She wants her husband as soon as she opens her mouth. Do I look like a woman who is short of money? What kind of superficial woman is she? Who are you? His tone was very impolite, and he was confrontational from the start, refusing to give in at all. 2 million, no more. Bai Feifei was frightened for a moment by Lin Mingxi's domineering voice. In her opinion, Lin Mingxi simply disliked the lack of money. Chapter 38 Wang Family Bankruptcy. Lin Mingxi sneered. Neuropathy. What's so great about being rich? Let's go and ignore this kind of people. Then he called Bai Mo over, and the two little guys in his arms scratched their heads and watched the show. Bai Feifei. 5 million, think carefully, you will never be able to earn that much money in your lifetime. Leave him, and the money on this bank card will be yours. Bai Feifei blocked Lin Mingxi and the others' way and took out a bank card from her bag. Lin Mingxi, who was furious, stopped and took out a bank card from her pocket. No matter what your relationship with Bai Mo was before, I won't ask. Here is 5 million. Take the money and get out of my sight. Bai Feifei. This is the first time I have been insulted by money since I was a child. She has always been the one to spend money, no one has ever dared to treat her like this. I didn't expect Lin Mingxi to be a rich woman. I'm short of money. 10 million, no more. There will be no future for you and him. Bai Feifei said. I'm sorry to disappoint you, he is my husband and is destined to be mine. Before Bai Mo could say a word, before he could reveal Bai Feifei's identity or explain anything, he was pulled into the car by Lin Mingxi. But it's better too, so Bai Feifei won't cause trouble. You must have been defeated this time. Bai Feifei didn't come back to her senses as she watched the car leave. Husband. Bai Feifei felt like the sky was falling. Bai Mo became a stepfather. It's over. Momo. No, I have to go back and tell my family. We need to investigate why Momo didn't go to work these days. On their way back, Bai Mo said with a smile, Wife, you were very domineering just now. You dare to steal my man. Lin Mingxi snorted coldly, then rolled her eyes. You're just causing me trouble. The woman just now was no worse than her in terms of temperament or beauty. Lin Mingxi felt both jealous and proud. She was jealous that there was a woman who loved Bai Mo, and she was proud that Bai Mo was so popular, but he was her husband and the father of her children. Dad, who was that auntie just now? She's so pretty, a bit like me when I grow up. Anan said in a baby voice, looking shy, imagining how beautiful she would be when she grew up. Still smiling foolishly. Lin Mingxi chuckled and couldn't help but laugh. Little girl, look how beautiful you are. What's the similarity between you and her? You are not related by blood. 1111 scratched her head, like. She is my sister. Lin Mingxi slammed on the brakes. She turned her head and looked at Bai Mo. Nonsense. Bai Mo knew that Lin Mingxi would not believe it, so he did not continue. And his cell phone kept vibrating. Bai Mo didn't go to look, because there was a high probability that it was Bai Feifei looking for him. The other side. Bai Feifei was overwhelmed. Bai Mo really became a son-in-law. The investigation material stated that Bai Mo lived in the Grand Hyatt Bay Villa. The others were not investigated, but one person's name caused Bai Feifei to dislike. Wang Dachu. Provoked Bai Mo several times. Momo, I'll help you get rid of this anger. The Wang family doesn't need to exist in Duan City anymore. Afterwards, Bai Fei picked up the phone with a gloomy face and immediately notified everyone. The Wang family at this moment. Wang Dahai, the head of the Wang family, received news that his good-for-nothing son had offended a big shot. The other party has blocked the Wang family's economy in Duan, and some partners have withdrawn from the Wang family. Wang Dahai broke out in a cold sweat. In Duan, the Wang family is a big shot, but outside of Duan, the Wang family is nothing. Wang Dachu, get off here and think carefully about who you have offended recently. Wang Dachu was confused when he was called down. Just as he was about to say something, Wang Dahai slapped him on the forehead. What? Dad, why did you hit me? I didn't. I was in the hospital these days. How could I have offended anyone? Did you offend him? What happened to make you so angry? Who offended you? Tell my son and I will help you vent your anger. Snap. Another slap landed on Wang Dachu's forehead. How dare you slander your father? You must have offended someone outside. The other party is too powerful. If things go wrong, the Wang family might go bankrupt. Wang Dahai said angrily, before being hospitalized. No, but I had some unpleasantness with a man named Bai Mo. You know, Lin Mingxi is someone I have always liked. Now she has found a husband for no apparent reason. Do you think I can tolerate it? Buzz. Wang Dahai felt like the sky was falling. White ink. The other party on the phone said that he had offended a man named Bai. Now it seems that it must be the Bai Mo that Wang Dachu mentioned. You little bastard, go and apologize to young master Bai right now. If you don't get forgiveness, I'll kick you out. Wang Dahai kicked him. It was the first time Wang Dachu saw his father so angry, and it was also the first time in his memory that he hit him. Dad, are you mistaken? Bai Mo is just a worker. How can he be a young master? Wang Dachu said aggrievedly. Bai Mo is just a poor loser. Working in an advertising company. Now he is being kept by Lin Mingxi. It can't be the young master. Wang Dahai thought about it carefully and was afraid of making a mistake, so he asked someone to investigate who was behind the Wang family. Result. He was so scared that he was shaking all over. The other party's company was the Bai Group, the #1 family in the imperial capital. This chapter is not over yet, please click on the next page to continue reading. The one who made the move was Bai Feifei, the chairman of the Bai Group in Duan City. This woman is the queen of business. Cruel and ruthless. The other party said that Bai Mo is his younger brother, and if the Wang family refuses to change their ways, they will go bankrupt. Wang Dahai's face was ashen and he was sweating coldly. He didn't doubt Bai Feifei's words at all. And Wang Dachu was the most shocked. Bai Mo is actually the young master of the Bai family tycoon. Why? Then he couldn't help but swear. Fuck, you are rich young master, why are you playing tricks on me, a small person? Wang Dachu swallowed. You bastard, apologize right now or I'll beat you to death. Wang Dahai was really chasing Wang Dachu and beating him. The Wang family's 80-year history of prosperity cannot be destroyed by this good-for-nothing son. Afterwards, Wang Dahai immediately went to visit Bai Feifei and begged for mercy, saying that ignorance is not a crime and that the Wang family should be spared. In front of the Bai family chaebol, the Wang family is as weak as an ant. But 3 hours later, Duan City was completely shaken. The Wang family went bankrupt. Wang Dahai was also sent to prison and investigated for illegal activities, and the Wang family dispersed. Wang Dachu, who was still rushing to apologize, turned pale when he heard the news. The other side. Lin Mingxi and the others have returned to the villa. My dears, you play here or watch TV. Don't run around. Mommy needs to work for a while. Did you hear that? Lin Mingxi rubbed the two little guys' heads. Yeah, I'll be good. I'll watch over my sister. Anna nodded vigorously. 1111 pouted, looked completely listless, and fell asleep. Then Lin Mingxi looked at Bai Mo who was on the phone outside, and then went upstairs. Because even if Bai Mo made a phone call, he would not be like he did last night. He would keep looking at the little guy in the living room. It was Bai Feifei who called. She was angry about why Bai Mo had changed so much recently and always wanted to be someone's father. Bai Mo didn't know whether to laugh or cry. You have no eyesight at all. Don't you notice that those two little chubs look like him when he was a child? I will tell Bai Feifei about this later, but now is not the time. Chapter 39. This world is not simple. Hang up the phone. Bai Mo had just returned to the living room when the door outside opened and a top-of-the-line Ferrari drove in. This was something he had never seen since he came to the villa, and he couldn't help but stand there and watch out of curiosity. Who is it? Yes, Auntie. Annan said in a baby voice. Wow, she brought me a present. The child ran out excitedly and waited for the people in the car to get off. Bai Mo's mouth twitched. And then calls all women auntie, so who did he think it was? It turned out to be Ouyang Yu, who disliked him. Ouyang Yu was wearing sunglasses. He stepped forward and a pair of smooth and delicate long legs fell out of the car. She was holding some toys in her hands, two cute furry dolls. Ahar. Anan? Seeing the child running towards her, Ouyang Yu smiled and squatted down to pick her up. Aunt, what did you buy for Anan? The child's pair of flawless gem-like eyes stared straight at the gift in Ouyang Yu's hand. These are all for you, whether you are happy or not. Happy. I was smiling from ear to ear, I was so happy. Children love receiving gifts the most. Ouyang Yu carried Anan back to the villa, passed by Bai Mo, and chose to ignore him. Bai Mo. Just ignore it, we didn't know each other anyway. R. Ouyang Yu came to the sofa and saw 1111 sleeping soundly, and couldn't help but scream. Sissy, what happened to her? Anyone would be concerned if her forehead was bandaged, let alone her goddaughter. The little girl was sleeping soundly, but the sudden sound startled her and her body shook. He rubbed his eyes and burst into tears. Bai Mo ran in, why are you so loud? You scared my daughter. Don't be afraid, Sissy. Dad is here. Bai Mo came to the little girl and comforted her softly. I didn't mean it. Then Ouyang Yu sat on the sofa and rubbed the child's head. 1111, good child, I didn't mean it. Seeing 1111's frightened look, Ouyang Yu felt full of self-blame. Hearing the noise, Lin Mingxi from upstairs also rushed down in a hurry. Little fish. What's going on? What happened to Sissy? Then Ouyang Yu told what had just happened. She's fine. She just had a scratch on her forehead. She'll be fine in a few days. Lin Mingxi said. Children need to be looked after more at home. Ouyang Yu said, looking at Bai Mo. The implication is that Bai Mo was to blame for not taking good care of the children. It wasn't Bai Mo's fault. Lin Mingxi quickly changed the subject. Well, what brings you back this time? You left in such a hurry last time. Go back to the sect. Having said that, Lin Mingxi nodded and stopped asking questions. Ouyang Yu is her best friend, and has been a disciple of a certain sect since she was young. It belongs to a completely different world from hers, so Lin Mingxi doesn't want to know too much about it. Lin Mingxi hadn't finished her work, and the two sisters hadn't seen each other for many days, so they chatted for a while. Bai Mo was changing the bandage on 1111's wound. The wound healed quickly and the swelling went down. Anan was also there, but she was opening presents while listening to the conversation between Lin Mingxi and Ouyang Yu, and would ask questions out of curiosity from time to time. A moment later, Lin Mingxi went upstairs to work. Ouyang Yu started chatting with Anan. Aunt, is the story you told true? Of course, climbing walls and floating on water are all basic skills, said Ouyang Yu. Are you as good as my dad? Your father? You're so fragile, and an auntie will tell you that this world is not a simple place. I can beat 100 people like your father. Auntie is a martial arts master. Anan scratched his head after hearing this. Dancing master? Is that so great? It's just dancing. My mom is also a dancing master. She taught me to dance. I will also be a dancing master in the future. It's not that dance, it's martial arts. Fighting? My dad can fight a lot of them. I saw it with my own eyes. I'm not lying to you. In a childish voice, the child added one more sentence at the end, fearing that Ouyang Yu might not believe him. The corners of Ouyang Yu's mouth twitched violently. Why is she telling these things to a 2-year-old? Bai Mo next to him frowned. Born into a noble family, how could he not know that this world is not a simple place? In the Bai family, his brothers are among the best in the family and are the leaders. Only him. He was considered useless by his family and was unable to practice. That's why he was arranged to inherit the Bai family's assets. When he saw Ouyang Yu for the first time, he realized that the latter was not simple. It turns out he is a martial artist. Anan, 1111 dad is going to cook, don't run around. It was already past 5 o'clock and 1111's stomach was rumbling, so Bai Mo set off. You? Cooking? Ouyang Yu was curious. Is it not possible? Is the food delicious? Upon hearing Ouyang Yu say this, Anan next to him became unhappy. My dad cooks the best. Ouyang Yu smiled and said jealously, You almost forgot about me now that you have a dad. You can't stop talking about dad every 3 sentences. Ahar. Forget about your sister, sissy. Are you still angry with your aunt? Your aunt didn't mean to be so loud. Can we play a game together? No, sissy shook her head. Okay. This chapter is not finished yet. Please click on the next page to continue reading the exciting content. Just play cards. A moment later. The fragrance from the kitchen fills the living room. Ouyang Yu licked his lips and said, "That guy, is he really the one cooking in there?" Looking towards the kitchen, I saw that Bai Mo was the only one busy there. I underestimated you. Anan said in a baby voice, "It smells so good. Daddy has cooked something delicious again." Daddy. 1111 jumped off the sofa and ran to the kitchen, wanting to know what delicious food her father had made and why it smelled so good. In the kitchen, Bai Mo came out holding a plate of food and saw 1111 running over. "Hey, my little baby, why are you here? Hungry?" 1111 touched her flat belly with a look of aggrieved look. "Dinner will be served soon." Bai Mo immediately got everything ready, carried her to a chair, and then let the little puppy run upstairs to meet Lin Mingxi for dinner. The little puppy understands human nature. He went upstairs, bit Lin Mingxi's trouser leg, and pulled her towards the door. "Here it comes, Xiaobai must be greedy." The dinner was enjoyable. Lin Mingxi and Ouyang Yu both praised Bai Mo's cooking skills. Needless to say, they both ate a lot. There's no way, the food cooked by Bai Mo is so delicious. The two little cradles were covered in white ink, and Ouyang Yu realized that Anan and Shishi really needed their daddy. It's true, although Bai Mo has no skills, he is handsome and can cook. He is quite a match for her best friend Lin Mingxi. "Thank you for your hospitality, I have something urgent to do." Ouyang Yu, who had just laid down for less than a minute, glanced at his cell phone, his expression suddenly became serious, and then he left in a hurry. "Goodbye, auntie." "Goodbye, Anan Shishi." Judging from Ouyang Yu's expression, something seemed to have happened. In the car, Ouyang Yu called back, "Master Xuantian's actions must be stopped." If Bai Mo heard it, he would be surprised. Xuantian? It was the person that the system reminded him of. It was him who wanted to take away Anan's soul and created the plague. Chapter 40. Daddy upgraded. This time Ouyang Yu returned to Duan City to handle the task assigned by his master. Moreover, she herself was a minor director of the Huaxia Security Bureau and had only been in office in Duan City for a few days. After Ouyang Yu left, Bai Mo gives his two daughters a bath. The wound on Sis's forehead cannot be exposed to water. Bai Mo put a hair washing device on her to prevent her from coming into contact with water, and placed a few toy ducks in the water tank. "Don't play with water, Anan, or you'll get water droplets on your sister's forehead." "All right. Dad, are you done with the story?" Bai Mo didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Now they had to listen to stories every day when they took a bath. It was something they were used to. Once upon a time there was a temple, and in the temple there was an old monk. "Don't listen, I've said this before, the old monk is a bald donkey." Anan shook his head wildly. Bai Mo said, "Let's change another one. There was a village a long time ago." 1111 scratched her head. "Dad, can you sing?" Ding, mission released. Sing a song for your daughters and you will be rewarded with random daddy points. Bai Mo was stunned. Ever since he drew the talent for singing, he hasn't used this skill. Meeting. Daddy sing. 1111's eyes were full of anticipation, and that little look was unbearable for anyone who saw it. Ahem. Bai Mo cleared his throat and, under the guidance of the system, used 20 daddy points to redeem a nursery rhyme, insects flying. Just a moment. The music score appeared in Bai Mo's mind. The dark sky hangs low. The bright stars follow. The steady singing voice filled the bathroom, and it was so magical that the two little kids were mesmerized by it. While singing, Bai Mo rubbed his two daughters' heads and played with them. After the song was over, the two little princesses laughed, clapped their hands, and said in unison, "Daddy, that sounds good." Ding, congratulations to their host for completing the task. My daughters are super happy. The reward is doubled. You get 100 daddy points. The system's cold voice sounded. Congratulations to their host, the system has been upgraded and you have obtained the title of qualified nanny. The system mall will be updated soon. Roulette draw update. Host, qualified dad Bai Mo. Daddy point, 1040. Items, confinement talisman +2 and about 1 ton of gold. Skills, gods and demons' eyes, god-level fighting skills, advanced cooking skills, bargwarparm, immense strength, singing talent, calligraphy master, photographic memory, advanced medical skills, grandmaster piano, intermediate driving skills. Pet, country dog. Bai Mo opened the system to check and found that the changes were very big. There are many elixirs on the roulette wheel, including Xiantian pill, Shisui pill, Pajin pill. These are all things that help people improve their strength. Of course, there are also skills, such as magical powers, such as skills, which are not known in advance. The lottery also became a 50-point draw, and the probability of winning a rare item was 1 in 10,000. Bai Mo completely understood why the system said that in the first place. If you want to get rich overnight, the lottery route won't work. However, those in the system mall are too expensive, starting from several hundred points. For example, life skills, treasure appraisal, require 300 daddy points at the primary level. It is more than twice as expensive as before, it is 3 times more expensive. It's too much of a rip-off. Ding congratulations to their host, triggering their welfare rise, consuming 300 daddy points, and participating in the super luxury roulette lucky draw. The system's voice was no longer cold, but contained a hint of emotion. 300 daddy points. This is killing me. What a super luxurious. It's such a scam. The grand prize is nothing more than 10,000 years of cultivation, and the probability of winning is almost zero. Isn't this a trap for the dad? The system will do anything to trick him. I, Bai Mo, would rather starve to death today or jump off the 100th floor than participate in this crappy luxury lottery. Ding congratulations to their host, the true fragrance mechanism has been triggered, and 500 nanny points have been forcibly deducted. The system has started the lottery. Bai Mo. Damn it. The roulette will slowly stopped, and only a ding sound was heard, followed by a sound like the sound of nature. Ding congratulations to their host, you have won the super luxurious grand prize with a probability of 0.00000000000000002 10,000 years of cultivation. The system's voice was mysterious. As if to say, how is this possible? Bai Mo was stunned for 3 seconds. I won the prize. It's worth spending 500 daddy S points. However, Bai Mo's happiness did not last long, as 10,000 years of cultivation were not important to him at the moment. Accompanying his daughter's growth is the most important thing. It is better to give her some practical skills, but Bai Mo also knows that the premise of protecting his daughter is that he must have strong enough strength himself. Host, qualified dad Bai Mo. Daddy points, 240. Cultivation, 10,000 years unused. Items, confinement talisman +2 and about 1 ton of gold. Skills, god and demon eyes, god-level fighting skills, advanced cooking skills, bargwarparm, singing talent, calligraphy master, photographic memory, advanced medical skills, grandmaster piano, intermediate driving skills. Pet, country dog. System, after 10,000 years of cultivation, what level of strength can I expect to reach? The host's aptitude is too low. At this moment, using 10,000 years of cultivation, he can only reach the tribulation crossing stage at most. It is recommended that the host improve his qualifications. Bai Mo's forehead turned dark. Are the qualifications of labor and capital really that poor? It's not that the system is attacking you. The host has a useless physique that is 1 in a million. Bai Mo. What pills are there in the mall that can improve my physique? My dear, there is more to this chapter. Please click on the next page to continue reading. It's even more exciting later. Pure water. The price is 3,000 daddy points. Introduce someone within 200 nanny points. Xiao Huan Dan, 100 nanny points, can improve the qualifications to a higher level. Da Huan Dan, 200 nanny points, upgrade to 1-star qualification. Note, 5 stars is best. Exchange for a Da Huan Dan. Bai Mo had read the novel and knew that taking this kind of pill would cause the body to excrete dirt, so he did not take it immediately. Hearing laughter and slightly moving singing coming from the bathroom, Lin Mengshi put down the work at hand and quietly came to the bathroom door. This sound is no worse than that of a professional. There is also this song, which is also a nice song and very suitable for children to listen to. Mom. Daddy, sing a song. Anan said in a baby voice. It sounds nice. Lin Mingxi smiled and said, I heard it. Your father is very talented and his level is not inferior to mine. Bai Mo smiled awkwardly. I didn't expect that the first time I sang, I could attract Lin Mingxi. Daddy is talented and rich. Daddy is the best. The two little kids rushed over and splashed the bath water all over Bai Mo. Bai Mo and Lin Mingxi smiled at each other, then helped them take a bath together. Half an hour later, the bathing was finally done, and there was still time to help them tie a new hairstyle. Lin Mingxi said, Bai Mo, can you give me the song you just sang? From the melody point of view, although it is a children's song, Lin Mingxi feels that it will still shine if she sings it. Why not? Then Bai Mo wrote it down. Bai Mo, your handwriting is so beautiful. Also, when did you create this nursery rhyme? It's been a while. Bai Mo didn't tell Lin Mingxi the truth. Well, you are really talented. Lin Mingxi praised him, then tried to sing a passage while watching the song. I don't feel like singing a cappella, let me accompany you. After saying this, under Lin Mingxi's shocked gaze, he walked to the piano and gently pressed the black and white keys. A beautiful melody sounded, and even the piano level was so high that Lin Mingxi was surprised again. Chapter 41 Outdoor Fishing. As Bai Mo started playing, Lin Mingxi started singing. After singing a few lines, the two little princesses started clapping their hands. Ding! The piano sound stopped abruptly. Lin Mingxi. Bai Mo looked at Lin Mingxi and said, that's not how you sing it. The tone shouldn't be so high. It should be like this. As he spoke, he played and sang the opening lines by himself. Oh. Lin Mingxi accepted it humbly. It was just a small mistake and I could have just corrected it, but I didn't expect it to be stopped again later. Ding! Ding! Lin Mingxi. Gradually, she discovered that Bai Mo's singing level was higher than hers, and she lost consciousness for a moment. After listening to Bai Mo's explanation, it was like meeting a mentor and I benefited a lot. After practicing for half an hour, Bai Mo was finally satisfied and stretched. Not bad, I'll sing like this in the future. Thanks. I didn't expect you to be such a good singer. Lin Mingxi blushed, she was the singer, but she was convinced by Bai Mo, an outsider, who gave her advice. So. Bai Mo smiled. Lin Mingxi looked at Bai Mo seriously and bit her lips lightly. Remember to get up early tomorrow, the Civil Affairs Bureau will be open for business. Well, it's late, go to bed. Bai Mo picked up his two daughters and went back to his room. He was afraid that he would not be able to control himself and would suggest sleeping together, which would disgust Lin Mingxi and would not be worth the loss. Looking at Bai Mo's leaving back, Lin Mingxi felt very uncomfortable. With a sigh, she went back to her room. She had originally worked overtime to compose a song, and now Bai Mo had helped her finish it. She felt relaxed and could go to bed early. Today, her superior told her that while the song Ru Yuan is very popular, she should release more songs now and strive to reach higher levels, so she has been very busy recently. Bai Mo returned to his room, coaxed his two daughters to sleep, and then took the Dahuan pill. After a moment, the body excretes layer after layer of dirt, and their whole body stinks extremely, just like falling into a cesspool. Bai Mo pinched his nose and almost vomited, so he went to the bathroom to wash it off. When I came out again and looked in the mirror, I found that my skin was more attractive and my muscles were more clearly defined. The next morning, Bai Mo did not go for a morning run. Instead, he took his household registration book and took his child and Lin Mingxi to the Civil Affairs Bureau. Get things done as soon as possible. After coming out of the Civil Affairs Bureau, Bai Mo felt like this week was like a dream. Not only do they have a daughter, but they are now married. Household registration booklet, Bai Mo has moved out independently. In the afternoon, Lin Mingxi goes to work as usual, and Bai Mo takes the two little ones out as well. Taking them out to play more often is beneficial to their healthy physical and mental growth. There is a river inside Grand Hyatt Bay. When Bai Mo went jogging in the mornings before, he found that there were people often fishing there. I had nothing to do today and the weather was nice and windy, so I took the two little ones to go fishing. Dad, where are we going? Anan asked in a baby voice. Fishing. Fishing. The two little guys' eyes lit up. I have never fished since I was a child. It must be fun and make me smile instantly. After arriving at the place, Bai Mo got everything ready and waited on the shore. The two little girls sat quietly, waiting for the fish in the water to take the bait. Suddenly, the bait in the water moved, and the entire fishing rod was shaking. Seeing this, Anand quickly shouted, "Daddy, it moved, it moved." "Bai Mo, here we go, don't be so loud, you'll scare away all the nearby fish." I pulled in the fishing rod and caught a tilapia as big as a palm. Ahar! Fish, fish! Maybe it was their first time fishing, because when they saw Bai Mo catch a fish, the two little guys were very excited and jumped around, especially 1111, who became much more cheerful. Bai Mo said, "1111, be good, sit still and don't jump around. The wound on your forehead hasn't healed yet." These words made 1111's face turn pale instantly. It seems that the shadow of falling down the stairs has not been completely eliminated. Ding, congratulations to their host. Taking the daughters to go fishing is an outdoor activity, and you will be rewarded with 200 daddy points. Bai Mo was stunned. The system is much more generous now, is it because of the upgrade? The tone is also gentle enough. Total daddy points, 240. Come, Dad will teach you how to fish. Sit here and watch the fishing rod. When you hear movement, start to reel in the line slowly. Don't be in a hurry. Take it step by step. Sissy is quite obedient. Anand has no patience. He looks around and plays with stones on the shore from time to time. After a while, 3 fish had been caught, all of them were tilapia. At this time, Anand saw a dark shadow on the river surface. After slowly seeing it clearly, he grabbed Bai Mo and said in a baby voice, "Daddy, what is that?" Bai Mo followed her gaze and saw that there seemed to be a person drifting on the river. Not good, someone is drowning. Bai Mo quickly prepared to jump down to save the man, but after looking at the child beside him, he had to step back and hook the man's clothes with the fishing rod. Fortunately, the fishing line on the fishing rod was long enough and just happened to hook the person in the water. But, at this moment, the person in the river jumped up, splashed out of the water, and landed on the shore. The 2 little kids were so scared that they quickly hugged their father's legs. They were curious and timid at the sudden scene. Bai Mo narrowed his eyes slightly. This person is skilled in martial arts, so he might not be that simple. Judging from his aura, his internal strength is unstable, which is a typical sign of someone who has been seriously injured. This chapter is not finished yet, please click on the next page to continue reading the exciting content. Ahem. The man had wounds of varying sizes on his body and kept coughing up blood. "Daddy, he can still move." "Don't talk, I'll go check it out." Bai Mo is a man of great skill and courage, with immense strength, and is also proficient in Baguazhan. When I got closer, I saw that the other party had no ill intentions, but his eyes were full of solemnity. "Thanks. You are welcome." Bai Mo touched his nose, as if he had done nothing. "You guys better get out of here, they'll catch up with us soon." As soon as the words fell, there were dense footsteps in the distance. 5 or 6 people fell down in an instant, forming a siege. "Qian Dayo, you can't escape. Just hand over the things you shouldn't have taken." The leading man had a murderous look on his face, his eyes fixed on the man who had just fallen into the water. Then he noticed that Bai Mo and the 2 little guys beside him frowned. "HMPH, if I don't hand it over, you still can't kill me," Qian Dayo said. Even though he was seriously injured, the 6 people in front of him were still no match for him. "Qian Dayo, don't be stubborn. We can't kill you, but if we delay a little, my senior brother will come and you won't be able to escape. Hand it over." "Brother, I just saw that it was that man who saved his life." One of them pointed a sword at Bai Mo. Qian Dayo's face looked solemn. "Dare to save Qian Dayo? You are going against our Huangquan sect and seeking death." Bai Mo touched his nose. "Are you getting yourself into trouble again? It's none of their business. You can't kill innocent people indiscriminately," Qian Dayo said. "You can let them go, but they have to hand over their stuff, otherwise you will die," the leading man said sternly. "That's ridiculous. Let's fight." Qian Dayo immediately rushed forward and said, "Sir, take your daughter and run for your life. I will hold them back." Boom! In an instant, a fierce battle broke out on the shore, with swords flashing, figures flashing, and people fighting back and forth. Chapter 42. Auntie, we are fishing. This was the first time Bai Mo saw martial artists fighting, and at such a close distance. It's just like making a movie. Every move is fatal. "Dad, what are they doing?" Anand asked curiously. "Grab the white ink pants with both hands." I almost took his pants off. It's a TV series, the kind you see on TV, so don't be afraid. Bai Mo smiled gently, and he picked them up, one in each hand. 3 minutes later, the 6 men in blue were still helpless against Qian Dao. Fuck. How come he still has the strength? Not good, my brother can't make it, but the security bureau is here. Stop, Qian Dao, if you don't stop, I will kill him. At some point, a knife was placed above Bai Mo's head, and the person holding the knife had a vicious look in his eyes. If you want it, I'll give it to you. Qian Dao narrowed his eyes and threw the thing into the river. Everyone was stunned, and then someone jumped into the river. The man who had the knife on Bai Mo's head lost his focus and was immediately kicked by Bai Mo. The tremendous force directly kicked the man more than 10 meters away, causing him to spit out blood and die, and he got his lunch box. Everyone was shocked. The air froze instantly. No one expected that Bai Mo would suddenly take action, and his strength was quite impressive. Ding, protect your daughter from harm and you will be rewarded with a chance to draw a lottery. Will you draw a lottery? Draw it immediately. Ding, congratulations to their host, you have obtained the opportunity to upgrade your qualifications by 1 star. Bai Mo suddenly laughed. The upgraded system is much more reliable. At this time, a group of people came from a distance. Good boy, I will remember you for daring to go against our Huangquan sect. If you kill our people, there is no place for you anywhere in the world. Seeing the people from the security bureau coming, the leading man made a harsh remark and immediately left with the remaining 3 people. No one knew where Jiang Shui went. Bai Mo. He seems to be in trouble. But if he didn't take action at that time, the 2 little kids might get hurt. If it happened again, he would take action without hesitation. No one could hurt his 2 precious daughters. Qian Dao exhaled, then fell to the ground in pain. 1 person against 6 people, that's the limit. Sir, I'm sorry for getting you into trouble. Qian Dao said weakly. Then, the people from the security bureau arrived, and the one leading them was Ouyang. Sissy. Anan? Bai Mo? Why are you here? Ouyang looked surprised. Aunt. The 2 little guys were shouting, looking calm, but with a happy smile on their faces. They really thought they were filming a TV series, so they were not afraid at all. Ouyang came over and asked, "Are you okay?" Just now, someone from the Huangquan sect was here. My heart was in my throat. We're fishing here. Fishing fish. Director Ouyang, Qian Dao is here, but the people from the Huangquan cult have already escaped. There was another person, he is dead, he was the 5th brother of Huangquan cult. Subordinates report the situation. Ouyang frowned and turned to look at Bai Mo. You saw what happened just now. Don't tell anyone. It won't do you any good. Oh. Bai Mo responded calmly. And Qian Dao was coughing up blood. How are you? Ouyang asked. Judging from the tone of their voice, the 2 of them had known each other for a long time. I won't die, thanks to you guys coming. What happened? Just now. Qian Dao wanted to tell the truth, but after seeing Bai Mo's eyes, he said, as you can see, they chased me all the way, and I killed one of them. This group of Huangquan cult is too rampant. We must completely wipe them out if we have the chance. Ouyang said. Sir, I see you are seriously injured. I know a little bit of medical skills and I will help you. Afterwards, Bai Mo took out a silver needle and started treating Qian Dao and Ouyang without waiting for their reaction. This move is a thank you to Qian Dao for not exposing his murder. Otherwise, since Ouyang is from the security bureau, he will definitely arrest Bai Mo. Ouyang. I was about to start scolding him, but I was shocked to see that Bai Mo was quite capable. Qian Dao's injuries had improved a lot, and there was a look of surprise on his face. Sir, you also have medical skills. Thank you so much. You saved me twice. I cannot thank you enough. It's serious. Bai Mo said politely. Suddenly thinking of something, Ouyang's eyes lit up. Bai Mo, if I'm not mistaken, you are the Dr. Bai who has been very popular in the hospital recently, right? It's all just empty reputation. Bai Mo smiled awkwardly. Ouyang was becoming more and more curious about Bai Mo. He can cook delicious food and now he is also an excellent doctor. What a strange man. They didn't notice it. 5 people from the Huangquan sect on the opposite side of the river bank. The man who fell into the water cursed, damn Qian Dao, he tricked us. Snort. Send the message back and hunt down Qian Dao. The sacred object is still in his hands. Don't let that young man go either. He killed Lao Wu, and he is also familiar with Ouyang Yu. We cannot let him live. Bai Mo returned to the villa, and Ouyang Yu wanted to eat, so he started to cook grilled fish. 1111 got a thing in her hand, a box, square in shape, which looked very delicate, yet a little old and dated. This chapter is not over yet, please click on the next page to continue reading. Sister, where did this come from? That I found it while fishing. Ouyang Yu came over and said, Anan, she, what are you two doing? Watching ants moving again. No. Let auntie see. Playing box? What is this? Did your dad buy it for you? Seeing Ouyang Yu was about to open it, 1111 said in a baby voice, No, I found it on the road. Boring. Ouyang Yu smiled. She didn't want to open it at all. Things picked up on the road were not good things. Stop it, sissy. We've been taking so long to dismantle it. Let's go watch your dad grill the fish. Ouyang Yu's face was full of anticipation. I was hungry and thought of the dishes cooked by Bai Mo. I swallowed my saliva. Ever since I tasted the food cooked by Bai Mo, other food doesn't taste good or even tasty. The other side. On the outskirts of Duan City. The people from the Huangquan sect blocked Qian Dao again. This time, even the 3 security officers couldn't escape. It was the senior brother from the Huangquan sect who came. He was dressed in black and his strength was greater than that of Qian Dao. Brother. Qian Dao, don't be stubborn, said the young man in black who was in the lead. Qian Dao. WTF. Where are my things? Wait a minute, the holy object of your Huangquan sect is no longer in my hands. Qian Dao gave up resistance directly. Even with the addition of a few safe men, they were no match for the man in black in front of them. The black-clad man's solemn eyes were filled with murderous intent. After searching for a while, he confirmed that the holy object was not on him, kicked Qian Dao away, and shouted angrily, Where is the thing? Ahem. It has always been with me, but now it's gone, and I don't know when it fell off. Qian Dao explained with a painful look on his face. Hang these people up and beat them, and the rest of you go track down Ouyang Yu. The relic must be in her hands. From the riverside to here, Qian Dao only came into contact with a few people, so his first suspicion was Ouyang Yu. Also Lao Wu is dead, this blood debt must be paid with blood. Chapter 43 The Admiral arrives. Also, Lao Wu is dead, and the blood debt must be paid with blood. That kid dared to kill our Huangquan sect members. We must not let him live. There was dead silence all around. Everyone swallowed their saliva. Is Duan's peaceful sky about to change? After a moment, Qian Dao was beaten all over his body and said weakly, Stop beating me. I have confessed everything. I really don't know where it fell. It may be near the river. You may still be able to find it if you go now. Brother, he was already injured, I don't know why he healed so quickly, is it because a man paused, and seeing that the brother looked calm, he continued, Did he eat the holy object? I didn't, you can talk nonsense about food, but you can't talk nonsense about food. Qian Dao is directly incomparable. The security officer next to him twitched his mouth. Holy relic. It turned out that Qian Dao had deceived them. He lied that he was being hunted by the Huangquan cult and begged for protection from the security bureau. My dear fellows, if you want to find Qian Dao, just let us go. Director Ouyang won't be able to find us, and you will definitely be exposed. Why bother? If you offend the security bureau, you will be against China. We were also deceived by Qian Dao. The people of Huangquan cult said, It's impossible to let you go. You are dreaming. It's just a security bureau. We in Huangquan cult don't even take you seriously. The black-clad man in the lead said coldly, Impossible, he didn't eat the holy object. How did you heal your wounds? Faced with questioning and torture, Qian Dao finally gave out the name of Bai Mo. It's him again. This person cannot be kept. He deserves to die. Bai Mo didn't know that he had been targeted by the Huangquan cult and had unknowingly gotten himself into big trouble. Especially Sissy. What he held in his hand was the sacred object of the Huangquan cult. At this moment, Bai Mo was grilling fish, and the air was filled with bursts of fragrance. There are two little bowls of milk right next to them, making me drool just by looking at them. Wow, Bai Mo. You're really awesome. Ouyang Yu was full of praise. At this moment, Ouyang Yu's cell phone rang. It was her subordinate. Director Ouyang, something terrible has happened. Admiral Huangquan Road has gone to look for you. It took us a lot of effort to get out of the broken factory. Hurry up and go. The Admiral is here to find you. We're going to run away too. The people from the Huangquan cult are chasing us. Ouyang Yu's face looked solemn. Admiral? The eldest brother of Huangquan sect. His strength is at the early stage of Hua Jin, while she is only at the Jin level, so she is no match at all. Before hanging up the phone, Ouyang Yu immediately asked, "Why are they looking for me? I suspect that the holy relic of Huangquan sect is in your hands." The subordinate on the opposite side said breathlessly. "No more talking, I'm running for my life. You guys be careful." Ouyang Yu was not worried about his subordinates because they were experts at escaping. The fact that he was able to escape after being captured by the Huangquan cult shows that he is indeed quite capable. After hanging up the phone, Ouyang Yu kept thinking over and over again, the sacred object of Huangquan sect. She didn't take it. "Aunt, come here and let me heal you." 1111 spoke in a baby voice and pulled Ouyang Yu to the back garden. The fire lotus in the back garden has grown very large, and under Bai Mo's careful care, the flowers are blooming lushly, and the whole back garden is filled with the scent of fire lotus. This. Ouyang Yu widened his eyes. I have never seen this kind of flower before. How can it be so beautiful and attractive? Is it beautiful? My daddy. 1111 spoke in a baby voice with a hint of pride on her face. Your father. Ouyang Yu was stunned, but then couldn't find out what species it was on the internet. What kind of flower is that? After taking a few photos, she posted on Douyin, asking if anyone knew about the situation. Little did she know, this move immediately caused a sensation. The comment section was filled with responses. It's a fire lotus. I never thought I would be able to see extinct flowers in my lifetime. They are so beautiful. You are talking nonsense upstairs. This flower is so beautiful that you can tell it's fake at first glance. How could it be a fire lotus? I don't believe it either. The video of the Ouyang fish has also attracted strong attention from rare plant experts around the world. And the conclusions they came to were also false. How could a fire lotus be grown in a place like Douyin City? The only 3 remaining fire lotuses in the world all grow on volcanic rock walls. But there was a man who saw this flower. He thinks it is true. Ma Qingning, who was far away in the imperial capital, sent a private message to Ouyang Yu. Hello, this flower is a fire lotus. I am willing to buy it for 10 million. Do you want to give it up? When Ouyang Yu saw the private message, he was shocked. 10 million? Just that flower? I'm sorry, this flower is not mine. I can ask for you. After replying to the private message, she found Bai Mo. Bai Mo, you are going to get rich. The 2 little kids scratched their heads. Bai Mo said, how come I don't know what kind of fortune I'm making? Auntie, what fortune did Dad make? The 2 little kids grabbed Ouyang Yu. Ouyang Yu told Bai Mo about the fire lotus, but unexpectedly the latter was not happy at all. 10 million? Not moved. Who would complain about having too much money? Is it valuable? The 2 little kids scratched their heads in a baby voice, not understanding what 10 million means. This chapter is not finished yet, please click on the next page to continue reading the exciting content. Very valuable. Ouyang Yu replied, then looked at Bai Mo, Bai Mo, you better think it over. If you don't sell it, I will reject it immediately. Not for sale. Bai Mo refused outright. He had wasted a bottle of spiritual water on this flower, so how could he sell it? Besides, he is not short of money at the moment. Fire lotus is a medicinal herb, and a very rare one. Not to mention 10 million, I wouldn't sell it even if you offered 100 million. Ouyang Yu couldn't believe it, but didn't ask any more questions. He simply replied to the private message. The person on the other end felt deeply regretful, but still didn't give up. And in Shishi, come here. The grilled fish is ready to eat. Okay. The 2 little kids' eyes lit up and they ran over happily. Looking at the grilled fish that was crispy on the outside and tender on the inside, their mouths watered. Okay, thanks Daddy. Dad is so awesome. It's a little hot, go slower, no one is going to snatch it from you. Bai Mo didn't know whether to laugh or cry. No. The two little kids glanced at Ouyang Yu next to them. It tasted good. Ouyang Yu wanted to eat more and more, and completely forgot what his subordinates said. The admiral is here. Boom! The gate of the villa was broken and a cloud of dust filled the air. The admiral walked in with a gloomy face, followed by 3 members of the Huangquan cult. Who is it? So rude that he didn't even ring the doorbell. Bai Mo said with a frown. Ouyang Yu swallowed his saliva, his eyes were dull, and his legs felt weak. Admiral. A master of Hua Jin. She didn't take it seriously just now, mainly because she didn't think the admiral would really come. Why you? When Bai Mo saw the clothes of the Huangquan sect, he looked unhappy. Ouyang Yu, you took the holy object of our Huangquan sect, and you killed Lao Wu, you deserve to die. The admiral was filled with murderous intent as he looked at Bai Mo and Ouyang Yu. Daddy. Pupper. The 2 little kids were so scared that they didn't dare to eat and just hugged Bai Mo's thighs. Their door was knocked away. How can I not be afraid? Poor Sissy, her face turned pale and the grilled fish fell to the ground. Chapter 44. In that case, you die. Bai Mo was very angry. He had clearly chosen not to care about it, but he was still found out. Do you think he is easy to bully? System, integrating 10,000 years of cultivation. Yes. In just a moment, Bai Mo's strength was raised to the tribulation crossing stage, and he was the strongest. Host, qualified Dad Bai Mo. Daddy points, 240. Strength, peak 32nd level of the tribulation stage. Note, cannot be broken through. Pet, country dog. Other. Under the system's shielding, no one noticed anything unusual, and the whole thing was hidden. Bai Mo's strength was so great that he mastered everything in an instant, connecting heaven and earth, as if the entire world was under his divine consciousness. Admiral, don't mess around. This is Duan, not Huangquan sect. One more thing, I didn't take any holy objects from your Huangquan sect. Ouyang Yu said. Little girl, there is no point in talking any more. Boom. After a flash, Ouyang Yu fell to the ground with a trace of blood flowing from the corner of his mouth. Suppression by strength. One is Hua Jin, the other is An Jin, there is no comparison between the two. In front of the admiral, Ouyang Yu's strength is just like that of a 3-year-old child. Har har har, the security bureau is nothing more than that. Huangquan sect and others laughed. Woof woof woof. The little puppy next to him ran over and barked at Huangquan sect and others. Xiaobai, stop talking. Anan pounced over, held the dog down, and covered its mouth. Little puppy. Ouyang Yu looked ashen. He couldn't escape the fate, and so did Bai Mo and the others. Admiral, you can kill me, but can you spare their lives? That man must die. As for the 2 little girls, wouldn't it be better for the family to be reunited? The admiral had a ferocious and terrifying look on his face. Kill them for me and retrieve their holy relic. Wait a minute, what exactly is the holy object you mentioned? If I take it, I will return it to you immediately. Ouyang Yu was very panicked. No one comes to rescue, there is only one way out, death is the only way out. Try to delay it as long as possible, maybe there is still a chance. A square box. You dare to say you didn't take it? The admiral frowned and looked straight at Ouyang Yu. Square? Ouyang Yu felt it was very familiar. He had seen it somewhere before. It was square. Daddy. Don't be afraid, kid, your dad is here. Bai Mo thought 1111 was scared, so he squatted down to comfort her. I know. Don't do anything yet. I know where your holy relics are. Ouyang Yu didn't think of this, but for the sake of Bai Mo and the others' lives, he had to lie. Then he came to Bai Mo and whispered, Bai Mo, I'll have a chance to hold them back later. You can find a chance to escape and don't worry about me. Where is their holy relic? Drinking. Ouyang Yu immediately attacked the admiral, and the 2 fought for only 1 round. Puff. Ouyang Yu suffered a crushing defeat. You think you can fight me? Trash is trash. The admiral smiled disdainfully. Are you scared, silly? You had such a good opportunity just now, why didn't you run away? Ouyang said palely. It was a good opportunity, but he just stayed there, not moving at all. It really pissed her off to death. Auntie, what's wrong with you? Seeing Ouyang fall to the ground, the two little kids became very anxious and were about to cry. Hee, I'm fine, don't come over. Ouyang waved his hand and said. Ding, mission released. Protect my daughter, maintain the dignity of the host, and kill the offender. Bai Mo was stunned for a moment. You know, the system is no longer cold and this is the first time this kind of task has been issued. At this time, 1111 remembered something and cried, Don't hit my aunt, I'll give you. The square box taken out from the back was the sacred object of the Huangquan sect. It's here. Wouldn't it be fine if you handed it in earlier? Ouyang's eyes widened. Damn it, why didn't I remember it? If it had been opened earlier, this wouldn't have happened. She actually thought it was garbage. Give it to us. Sissy cried sadly. Bai Mo touched her head and didn't take the people from Huangquan sect seriously at all. My daughter found it, why should I give it to you? As the ancient said, if you find a treasure on the ground, you can't ask heaven or earth for it. This sentence completely angered the admiral, Huangquan sect and others. Bai Mo, return the things to others quickly, what nonsense are you talking about? The admiral said angrily, you are looking for death. Kill him for me. Yes, big brother. The admiral wanted to watch Bai Mo die in front of his own eyes. Bai Mo stood up, raised the corner of his mouth, and said to Huangquan sect and others, either get out now, or no one will leave alive later. Although the system issued a task, Bai Mo was still unable to kill anyone. In his heart, he still gave Huangquan sect and others a way out. I don't want the kids to see blood. Dead people are really talkative. If we kill you, the holy relic will be returned to us. We will take your life. Don't want. Children, close your eyes. Hearing their father's voice, the two little kids closed their eyes in fear and grabbed Bai Mo's pants tightly. Bai Mo looked at the person coming and just waved his hand. The person who came to kill him was reduced to ashes at the speed of light. Ouyang widened his eyes, full of shock. This chapter is not finished yet, please click on the next page to continue reading the exciting content. Make sure you are not dazzled. Both legs were shaking constantly. Suddenly, the legend told by her senior master came to her mind. There is another kind of people in the world. They are from a hidden sect and they practice immortal arts and seek immortality. That group of people appears once every few decades. Their strength is beyond imagination and cannot be compared with their internal martial arts. The scene just now was deeply engraved in my mind. Isn't that the magic of immortality? Is Bai Mo a member of the hidden sect? Little puppy. It can also feel fear. Master, so scary. The scene was dead silent. Everyone was shocked by Bai Mo. Who could tell them what had just happened? Who the hell are you? Where did you put your dick? The admiral looked at Bai Mo with fear and subconsciously took a few steps back. The unknown always makes people afraid. I am no one but an ordinary person. I am their father. If my daughters are in danger, no matter who they are, they will have to bear my wrath. Bai Mo said calmly. Run. The admiral sensed danger and shouted. However, they were not as quick as Bai Mo in reacting and were reduced to ashes in an instant. Ouyang slumped in place, looking at Bai Mo with fear. With just one glance, he could kill all the members of the Huangquan cult. Is this the strength of an immortal cultivator? So scary. Ding, congratulations to their host, you have completed the mission. Please check for subsequent rewards. The two little princesses couldn't hear anything and asked in a baby voice, Daddy, can I see it? Can. When I opened my eyes again, there was no one in front of me and it was very quiet all around. Where are the people? Dad, where are those bad guys? The two little guys asked innocently, scratching their heads in an adorable way. They left. Bai Mo smiled, picked up his two daughters and went back to the villa. The two little kids scratched their heads. I felt even more confused. You were so fierce just now, why did you leave? Not even a word of apology. Ouyang swallowed his saliva and followed Bai Mo. In the villa. Ouyang seemed to want to say something several times but hesitated. Chapter 45. I just want my daughter to be happy and safe. Just pretend you don't know about my affairs. If the child wasn't in danger, I wouldn't have taken action. Bai Mo looked quite helpless. Looking at the two little balls, Ouyang Yu nodded. I understand, Bai Mo, what is your strength? Me. I'm invincible. Bai Mo smiled. Bar, you killed the people from the Huangquan sect. Once they find out, they will try to kill you endlessly. What are you going to do? Ouyang Yu was very worried about this. What are you afraid of? Let them come. Bai Mo was planning to eradicate them. Otherwise it will bother you in the future, just like a fly, very annoying. Ouyang Yu. By the way, I'll prescribe you some medicine for your injuries later. Go back and make a bowl of it, and you'll be healed tomorrow. Thanks. Ouyang Yu's opinion of Bai Mo has completely changed. Perhaps it is that the strong are respected. For those who practice cultivation, there is no one who does not envy and admire the strong. 1111 and Anan are studying the sacred objects of Huangquan sect. My strength and intelligence are limited, and I couldn't open it after trying for a long time. Ouyang Yu burst into laughter. The holy object of Huangquan sect has fallen into your hands just like that. Tian Dayo and the Admiral fought hard to get it, but in the end they made wedding dresses for you too. Looking at the two little babes, Ouyang Yu touched their heads. Their furry hair felt particularly comfortable to the touch. Daddy, help me. Sissy was at her wit's end and could only hand the sacred box to Bai Mo. Bai Mo twisted it lightly and broke it. Anan. 1111's mouth was twisted and she looked like she was about to cry. Oh, I'm sorry, Dad is too strong. Bai Mo was embarrassed. I can't control my own strength at all. No time to adapt. Sissy held back her tears, but said in a baby voice, it's okay. There was a pill in the box, which was red all over. Ouyang Yu widened her eyes. She knew very well what this pill was. What is it? Medicine. No, it's a blood pill. Eating it can improve your cultivation in a short period of time. In our martial arts, it is a forbidden pill. Ouyang Yu took a deep breath. The two little kids scratched their heads. I thought there was something fun in it, but this is it. No. Auntie will keep it for you, okay? Ouyang Yu wanted to take the pills back to the security bureau. Here you go. Sissy shook her head, showing no interest at all. The pill is red, which means it is very dangerous, so Ouyang Yu needs to report it to his superiors. Then Bai Mo? What do you mean? This pill is very useful to me. Can you give it to me? I beg you. I will agree to whatever you ask for. The blood pill is very valuable, and it is also the sacred object of the Huangquan sect. It can be said to be a treasure. In the outside world, many people are scrambling to get it. It's a rubbish pill, why would I come here? Since 1111 doesn't want it, you can take it if you like it. Bai Mo said. Rubbish? Ouyang Yu widened his eyes. You call the blood pill a rubbish pill, and Ouyang Yu was unable to refute it for a moment. Okay, you are the boss, whatever you say is what it goes. That's fine. If you don't want it, she can take the blood pill without paying any price. Ouyang Yu didn't stay long. He played with the two little guys for a while and then left. The entrance of the villa was damaged, and Bai Mo was having a headache. He had to find someone to repair it. Damn Huangquan church. Death is not a pity. But after Lin Mingxi came back, she didn't know how to explain. While the two little princesses were taking a nap, Bai Mo went out to find someone to rebuild the gate. After completing the task, Bai Mo didn't have time to check what the reward was. There are a lot of rewards this time. Daddy points plus 300. Lottery plus 2. The system is no longer cold and there are more rewards. It's a good thing that we are no longer stingy. Total daddy points, 540. Host, do you want to draw a lottery? This attitude. I like. Smoke. Ding, congratulations to their host for obtaining God-level medical skills. Ding, congratulations to their host for obtaining the alchemy skill. Bai Mo was stunned for a moment. System, you are so handsome. These two things are what Bai Mo has always dreamed of, and now he can get them just by drawing a lottery. Host, please don't get excited. The lucky draw for completing the mission as a reward has a high hit rate. What this means is that the probability of winning the lottery using daddy points is very low. Like the blood pill just now, it is a second level pill, very common and not difficult to refine. System, I need a technique to stabilize the power in my body. I recommend the entry-level longevity secrets, which can quickly help you become a cultivator. How many daddy points? If it's too expensive, forget about the white ink. I can't bear to part with it. 500. It wasn't very expensive and Bai Mo could afford it, so he gritted his teeth and bought it. After all, you will be a person who has mastered martial arts, and you will not abuse the power in your body. After spending an entire afternoon pondering and practicing the secret of longevity, Bai Mo can finally be considered a cultivator. Only by practicing Taoism can one achieve eternal life. Mortals are still too weak. Bai Mo sighed. The other side. After Ouyang Yu returned, he concealed part of the matter and reported it to his superiors. The fact that the admiral and his entourage were killed was not mentioned. But he ran away. Master, take back the blood pill. The people of Huangquan sect will not let you go. That is their sacred object. The person in front of Ouyang Yu is the leader of the Qingning sect, Xiangjun, an old man in his 60s, who is now a worshipper of the Security Bureau. This chapter is not over yet, please click on the next page to continue reading. Well, I'm sorry to have been able to snatch the blood pill from the admiral. People from Huangquan sect don't have to worry. I have my own plans. Master Xianqian has not come out of retreat, so the remaining people from the Huangquan sect are nothing to be afraid of. Xiangjun said, take the blood pill and let them study it to see if they can crack it. Good. Ouyang Yu nodded. By the way, Master, do those cultivators you mentioned before really still exist? They belong to a hidden sect and are not in the secular world, but it is undeniable that they have always been there and are very powerful. Master Xiang's words made Ouyang Yu certain that Bai Mo was that group of people. The other side. Inside the Huangquan sect. Through secret reports, they already knew that the admiral and his group were dead. Damn it. Who on earth dares to go against our Huangquan sect? The law enforcement elder was full of anger. As the eldest brother, the admiral has great strength and many methods. There are few people in China who can kill him. The loss of the holy relic is a great shame. Immediately send someone to Duan City to investigate who killed my people. If those old guys from the Security Bureau take action, notify me directly. In the villa. The two little princesses who woke up from a nap were very energetic, singing and dancing. Bai Mo said, Anan, was the dance you danced taught by your mother? Yeah, I know a lot. Afterwards, Anan danced for a short while, and Bai Mo realized that this child was really talented. Well, sissy. I can't, I can sing. Bai Mo. One can sing and the other can dance. As for the children's interests, Bai Mo plans to cultivate them one by one. I will teach Lin Mingxi how to dance, but I can definitely teach my daughter how to sing. Chapter 46 Community Singing Competition. 11:11 Do you like singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star? I like it. Sissy nodded. Don't move. Dad will show you how your wound is healing. It's okay. The scar will fall off in 2 days. Bai Mo's medical skills are superb, so there is no need to worry about scars after the wound heals. Daddy, can you teach me how to sing? Bai Mo hugged 11:11 and rubbed her hair with his chin, making the child laugh out loud. Okay. Dad, I sing too. Anan pouted, moved her furry head closer, and nudged Bai Mo's chest. The little puppy on the ground also nudged Bai Mo's trouser legs, imitating him. He really understands human nature. Bai Mo was very happy. Okay, you guys learn together, Dad will teach you. Anan wants to learn, and he is more than happy to do so. Bai Mo sang a line and the two children followed him. He taught him for 5 times. 11:11 said in a baby voice, Daddy, can I sing now? Puff. Bai Mo couldn't help laughing. You want to run before you even learn to walk. Learning to sing won't be learned in a day or two. Take your time. Overall, the 2 little girls sang pretty well, although their voices were a little cracked, but they can be fine after a few more teachings. The servant next to him said, Sir, the little princesses sing really beautifully. When I was at work, I saw that there was a registration competition in the community. It was a singing competition for children aged 2 to 9. I thought my brother-in-law would take them to participate. Ding task released. Lead the children to participate in the singing competition. Bai Mo thought about it and decided that it would be good to let them see it, as it would be boring to stay at home all day. Okay, when does the game start? Tonight at 8 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock now, which means the game will start in 4 hours. Bai Mo had no idea. Let them participate, the most important thing is participation. I think it's a good idea to listen to it. 1111 said timidly in a baby voice, Daddy, I'm scared. Don't be afraid, Dad is here. Bai Mo exhaled. This child has become a little timid ever since he fell down the stairs last time. Doesn't want to go. The most important thing is to ask the children's opinions. Can I go? Anan's eyes flickered. You can go. Anan and Shishi are the best. Daddy will be with you. Don't be afraid. After that, Bai Mo taught a few more times, then stepped into the kitchen and concentrated on cooking for his daughters. When Lin Mingxi came back, she simply asked what happened to the gate. Bai Mo had already thought of how to answer. Put all the blame on Ouyang Yu. Ouyang Yu didn't know what he said to Lin Mingxi, and the matter was over. Bai Mo also told Lin Mingxi that he had registered the two little ones to sing tonight. Okay, I have no objection. And in Shishi, keep up the good work. Mom supports you. Lin Mingxi moved her hair, then hugged the two children and kissed each of them. Come on, mommy, are there any rewards? Har har, can I give you moral support? The two little princesses were very confused. Lin Mingxi smiled and said, if you get good grades, how about mom treat you to ice cream? Bo mama is the best. Love you. The two little kids threw themselves into Lin Mingxi's arms and cuddled her affectionately. What song do you want them to sing? There have been competitions in the community in previous years, with quite a lot of children participating, and the judges are quite professional. Lin Mingxi turned around and looked at Bai Mo and asked. The insects are flying. How's your study going? Before Bai Mo could answer, Anan beside him said, you sang really well. Lin Mingxi. Bai Mo. The couple laughed at the same time. 1111 lowered her head, crossed her hands, and made circles with her fingers, looking nervous. 7:30. Bai Mo and Lin Mingxi each carried a child and came to the entrance of the kindergarten in the community. Tonight's children's singing competition will be held here. The small stage has been set up and there are quite a few audiences, all of whom come with their families. Wife, I'll take Anan to register first, and by the way, see which one is in line to go on stage. Go ahead. I can't show up. Thank you for your hard work. Lin Mingxi said. You know I'm working hard, so give me a chance tonight. After saying this, Bai Mo turned around with a red face, afraid that Lin Mingxi would find him if he was a step late. Lin Mingxi blushed instantly and complained in her heart. Didn't I give you a chance? You didn't even close the door at night. Don't you have any bad intentions? At night I'll leave the door open for you at night. Lin Mingxi's voice became smaller and smaller, and her face turned red to the base of her neck. She was too unrestrained. 1111. Mom, why did you leave the door open for me? The little one in her arms scratched his head and looked at his blushing mother innocently. Lin Mingxi looked up, but Bai Mo was no longer there, and she felt embarrassed. You are so nosy. I will wait for you to perform well. If you perform well, I will leave the door open for you. Can you come and sleep over tonight? Lin Mingxi rubbed the child's head. I heard from Bai Mo that the gores on the forehead will be removed soon. I feel sorry for this child. No. 1111 shook her head, I want to sleep with Daddy, not with you. Lin Mingxi didn't know whether to laugh or cry. With a dad, I forget my mom. I raised my daughter for 2 years in vain. At this moment, Bai Mo had come over and told Lin Mingxi and the children that their performance ranked 9th. At 8 o'clock sharp, the competition officially began, and the first person to perform on stage was a little boy. This chapter is not finished yet, please click on the next page to continue reading the exciting content. As soon as the boy opened his mouth, he received applause from the audience. The timbre and pitch are good, but it lacks some energy and is seriously out of tune. The second group to perform was a group of 3 little boys. They sang a revolutionary song and again won applause from the audience. The judges all smiled with satisfaction. Their extracurricular interest is music. They are 6 years old and in the 2nd grade. They have been learning music for more than 2 years. Not bad. I heard that he won the 3rd prize last year. I've performed well this year and have a chance to win the championship. Look, those are their parents, smiling so happily and proudly. Of course. If I had such an outstanding son, I would wake up laughing in my dreams every day. The second girl on the stage was about to take her turn. She looked very nervous. In the backstage, Lin Mingxi was talking to the parents of the children next to her. Maybe it's just to praise Lin Mingxi for giving birth to twins. What a blessing. She praised Bai Mo for being handsome and the child for being cute, and then they shared their experiences as mothers. Next, please welcome the ninth person. Dear parents, guess whether it is a boy or a girl. Bottom, boy. Girl. The host smiled and said, that's right, they are a pair of cute twins. Afterwards, Bai Mo brought the two little babies onto the stage, with so many eyes staring at them. So cute. Oh my god. Probably just a 2-year-old baby. So beautiful. Their parents must be both handsome and beautiful. The family genes are really strong. They will definitely be beauties when they grow up. She's so young and yet she's on stage. Whatever she sings must sound good. She's very courageous. So cute. You're trying to trick me into giving birth to a daughter. I already have 3 sons. Everyone was talking. The 2 little kids are shy. Bai Mo comforted him, don't be afraid, Dad is right next to you, just follow the music, and we'll come down after you finish singing, okay? Chapter 47 is so nice, but it's at only the second place. After a lot of coaxing and deceiving, I finally got them to agree. Good. Take courage generally. As the music started, the 2 little kids started talking, which immediately surprised everyone. The dark sky. Bright. A very standard baby voice. The judges began to whisper to each other. Who taught them to sing? It's so great. I admit, I was conquered as soon as they opened their mouths, and they look so cute. The way they sing is not amateurish, it sounds more like professionals. It's better than what they sing on some variety shows, and better than what a certain child star sings. I give it a 9.8. No need to fight, they are the first place, there is nothing wrong with that. Listen first, there are still a dozen people behind. As the 2 little girls continued to sing, the judges found that there was not a single mistake and it was perfect to the extreme. It seems as if this song was tailor-made for them. There was also a lot of discussion on the stage. It's a beautiful song. What song is this? I've never heard of it. It sounds so good, the kid is amazing. Although I don't know how to appreciate it, the singing is really beautiful. I want to listen again. It was time for a song. After singing, the insects are flying, the 2 little kids immediately threw themselves into Bai Mo's arms and buried their heads deeply in their father's chest. I'm shy. Daddy. My dears, you sang well, but you must not be proud. You must keep up the good work and strive to improve yourself. Bai Mo said. At this time, Lin Mingxi also ran over from the backstage and kissed the 2 little darlings. Marvelous. My daughter is awesome. As soon as Lin Mingxi appeared, her perfect figure immediately attracted the attention of male compatriots. No wonder the twins are so beautiful, it turns out their parents have strong genes. There are beauties of this level in our neighborhood. Why didn't I notice it before? Don't mention it, I've lived here for 5 years and I haven't seen it. As other children came on stage, the 2 little babes gradually disappeared from the public eye. Otherwise, they were stared at so hard that they couldn't raise their heads, and their faces turned red. The song "A Bug is Flying" was sung so well that the little kid who sang at the end looked unremarkable. A few people also said that the children who went on stage later did not sing well, and when the children heard it, they burst into tears on the spot. The last little girl came on stage and also attracted a lot of attention. Because she was the first place last year, she is 5 years old this year and has very good singing skills. The judges were discussing the matter and already had the answer in their minds. At this time, a note came from the back with the name of the first place winner written on it. The judges talked to each other and their faces gradually became ugly. Isn't that inappropriate? Just follow my instructions. The judges' abnormal behavior caught Bai Mo's attention. Honey, do you think they have already decided on the first place? Or maybe they have already arranged it? No wonder Bai Mo was suspicious, the judges' actions just now were indeed very suspicious. It was obvious who was the first place, but they still had to discuss with each other. Coupled with that expression, Bai Mo was more certain that there was something going on. Lin Mingxi shook her head, I don't think so. It's just a competition between kids. If it's decided internally, it will be hard to convince everyone, and it won't be good if it gets out. The host came on stage. Good evening, everyone. This year's community singing competition has finally come to an end after 2 hours of pursuit. Thank you for your active participation. This year's top 3 have been announced. They are on this piece of paper in my hand. I believe everyone has guessed it. This is our number 1 kid. I'll keep you in suspense for now. I'll announce the 3rd place. They are duo. Yes, it's them. Please come up to the stage and receive your awards, 3 handsome boys. There was applause from the audience. Now, let me announce the 2nd place winners. They are our favorite twins, Anan and Shishi. Thank you for singing their beautiful song, Bugs Are Flying. As soon as their words fell, there was applause from the audience at first, and then silence fell. How could those adorable twin babies be 2nd place? If you sing so well and only get 2nd place, then who is qualified to get 1st place? Bai Mo. Lin Mingxi. The 2 confused little kids were overjoyed when they heard their names. Ahar. It's us. Anan said in a baby voice. Bai Mo, how can this be possible? What kind of judges are these? Do they know how to do this? Do they understand? Lin Mingxi frowned and said, Husband, you are right, their secret operation is really disgusting. Their host invited the 2 little guys to the stage to present the awards. Bai Mo came on stage holding 2 little babies. He looked at the judges and angrily asked, Who are you? Why did my daughter only get 2nd place? Are you questioning our authority? This competition is fair, just and open. Your daughter made several mistakes while singing, and she could only get 2nd place in the overall score. What's the problem? The judges said. Xiao Huang, continue to announce the 1st place. Please ask the irrelevant people to leave. Their host was stunned. He smiled awkwardly and said, The 1st place is our protagonist tonight, last year's 1st place, Li Mengmeng. Then the audience applauded. Especially Li Mengmeng's parents and relatives. Bai Mo grabbed the microphone angrily, She's 1st. Are you sure you didn't make a mistake? My dear, there is more to this chapter. Please click on the next page to continue reading. It's even more exciting later. People don't know how to evaluate the art of music. Well, it sounds like they all sing pretty well. Lin Mingxi came up at this time and touched the children's heads. My daughter performed so well tonight, but she only got 2nd place. As for the 1st place, Li Mengmeng sang well, but this competition was sponsored by the Li family, and the judges changed their opinions at the last minute. Can you convince them? This sentence made the judges' faces change. Just as Lin Mingxi said, it was indeed the case, the Li family had decided on the 1st place. Everyone suddenly realized. That's too much. You still say it's fair. It's just a competition among children in the neighborhood, but they are involved in such insider activities. You have lost your moral conduct in front of the children. The daughter of the Li family does not deserve to be number 1. I won't participate in the competition anymore. It's too shady. Since I've already been selected, why would I participate? It's embarrassing. The Li family, come over here and apologize. What's so great about being rich? Who among you doesn't have some money? As the scolding continued, the Li family could no longer sit still. Li Mengmeng on the stage felt aggrieved. She had never seen such a scene before and started crying instantly. The Li family is indeed wealthy in Duan City. It is one of the 4 major families. Since the Wang family went bankrupt, they have become even more arrogant. However, the residents of Grand Hyatt Bay are all well-known and wealthy people. If they unite, they are no worse than the Li family. The head of the Li family stood up and scolded his son for his foolish behavior. He immediately apologized to everyone, went on stage to apologize to Bai Mo and Lin Mingxi, and announced that the 1st place was Anan and Shishi, and the results of the judges would prevail. Bai Mo knew very well that this was a common tactic used by the Li family to appease the public. In fact, deep down, the Li family had no remorse at all. Chapter 48 The Liu family visits. Now that they had regained the 1st place, Bai Mo and Lin Mingxi did not intend to make a big deal out of it. Ahar. 1st place. The 2 little kids were naturally dancing with joy. In addition to a certificate, the host also received a small gold cup and a prize of 50,000 yuan. 1111 looked at the golden cup, scratched her head, and said in a baby voice, "Mom, this is a broken stone." Ever since she mistook gold for stone last time, she has kept it in mind. Puff. Don't be ignorant of its value. It's a trophy, made of pure gold. Lin Mingxi touched the little guy's head with amusement. A. Sissy was surprised for a moment. Although I didn't quite understand what my mother said, I could tell that she sounded pretty awesome. Seeing Lin Mingxi reaching out to take it, the little girl quickly covered her chest with it. The little head kept shaking. The look on his face seemed as if he was worried that Lin Mingxi would sell it. Har har. Lin Mingxi pinched the child's face and thought to herself, "It's just a gold cup, like a treasure or something. I don't really want it from you, you can't even take a look at it. What else can people around them do except envy this family of 4? Ding, mission completed, 300 daddy points rewarded. Host, please keep up the good work. Total daddy points, 340. After the game, Bai Mo and the others went back. Lin Mingxi kept her promise and treated them to ice cream. They were very satisfied and licked the ice cream all their way back. The villa was brightly lit. Lin Mingxi was puzzled. She had told Aunt Wang to turn on so many lights when she went out. "Will anyone come?" Bai Mo said. I know, it must be Aunt Ouyang who is here." Thinking of Ouyang Yu, Anan's eyes instantly lit up, because every time Ouyang Yu came, she would buy her some gifts and she liked them very much. And only Ouyang Yu has the privilege of entering the villa. Lin Mingxi also suspected it. As I almost walked into the living room, I heard someone's voice coming from inside. Har har, that's right, that boy is my son-in-law, and I have always been very satisfied with him. The voice came from Lin Jianwang. Brother Lin is so lucky to have found such an outstanding son-in-law. Father Liu said. It is my Mingxi who is blessed. The Bai Mo family entered the living room and were stunned. There were guests at home and Aunt Wan was busy pouring tea. The visitors were none other than the Liu family. The grey-haired old man in the lead was Mr. Liu, who had a car accident a few days ago. Brother Bai. Liu Xinshan was stunned. The moment she saw Lin Mingxi, she admitted that she felt jealous. Let me introduce you. This is the president of the Provincial and Municipal Calligraphy Association, Mr. Liu. The person next to him is my good friend, Mr. Liu Chuanbei, and this is his daughter. King Lin Jian stood up and introduced them with a smile. He is my son-in-law, Bai Mo, a professor at the hospital, but he has not achieved much. Speaking of Bai Mo, King Lin Jian had a look of pride and complacency on his face. Even the Liu family came to visit him, giving him enough face. This son-in-law was countless times better than Wang Dachu. Fortunately, he did not insist on matching Wang Dachu with his daughter, otherwise the Wang family would go bankrupt and his Lin family would be in trouble. I don't need to introduce the girl next to her. She is my daughter Lin Mingxi. Lin Mingxi smiled, hello. A talented man and a beautiful woman, they are a perfect match. No wonder they gave birth to such cute babies. Anin and Shishi were well behaved and cute, and were surrounded by everyone who wanted to hug them. After the introduction, everyone got to know each other briefly. The Liu family recently moved back from abroad. Dr. Bai, thank you for saving my father last time. Father Liu stood up and said. You are welcome. Bai Mo touched his nose. Yes. I came here specially to express my gratitude. Old Master Liu said, and by the way, let's take a look at what kind of person Dr. Bai, who is praised by everyone, is. Har, you are indeed young and promising, with a bright future ahead of you. Hearing what Mr. Liu said, Bai Mo felt embarrassed, but King Lin Jian smiled. Hey, we are all acquaintances, why are you being so polite? Sit down. King Lin Jian opened his mouth and laughed. In order to thank Bai Mo, the Liu family specially gave him a reward of 5 million in cash. King Lin Jian, old man, what are you doing? Don't you consider us friends? Your son and I have been friends for more than 10 years. Talking about money will hurt our relationship. Bai Mo. Lin boy, Dr. Bai saved my life. This is just a small token of my gratitude, but it is not enough to express my gratitude. Old Master Liu said solemnly. Wow, that's a lot of money. For my dad. The two little kids' eyes widened. Lin Mingxi held the two children and signaled them to stop talking and be quiet. Liu Xinshan said, Brother Bai, just accept it. It's only 5 million, not much. Bai Mo shook his head, Mr. Liu, you are too polite. I saved you only for your granddaughter's sake. As for the money, forget it. This. Mr. Liu was in a dilemma. No matter how much he was persuaded, Bai Mo refused to accept it. Forget it, forget it. Since Divine Dr. Bai doesn't want to accept you, I won't force you. If you need me or the Liu family for anything in the future, just ask. Old Master Liu wants to be friends with Bai Mo. After all, as people get older, their bodies will always have various problems. Very quickly, the Liu family members stood up and said goodbye. King Lin Jian did not stay any longer and went back with a smile on his face. Bai Mo made him win enough face tonight. My dear, there is more to this chapter. Please click on the next page to continue reading. It's even more exciting later. 1111 had fallen asleep on the sofa a long time ago. She was still thinking about eating ice cream and a bunch of delicious food in her dream. Her cute look of sucking her little finger made Bai Mo couldn't help laughing. Bai Mo picked up 1111 and went back to the small bedroom, but Anan was in Lin Mingshi's room. Daddy. Seeing Bai Mo coming, Anan rushed over to him in a baby voice and asked for a hug. Lin Mingshi was taking a shower and had not come back yet. When she came back, Anan had also fallen asleep on Bai Mo's shoulder. Then Bai Mo put her back on the bed in the small bedroom, and the two sisters were going to sleep together. Just as I walked out of the small bedroom, I ran into Lin Mingshi, who was taking a shower and drying her hair. Afterwards, Bai Mo volunteered to help and blow-dried Lin Mingshi's hair. Why don't you go to bed? How unwelcome are you to me? Aham, we are already married. Bai Mo meant that it was time for them to sleep together. The air was silent for a while, and Lin Meng blushed and said, No, if you don't mind, then just sleep here. Bai Mo was instantly excited and picked up Lin Mingshi in a princess hug. How could I dislike it? I've been waiting for you to say this for a long time. The two sat on the bed together, Lin Mingshi leaning in Bai Mo's arms, and the latter's hands began to become dishonest. Bai Mo suddenly called out very gently, Mingshi. Lin Mingshi blushed. You've shouldered so much in the past 3 years. Thank you for your hard work. Bai Mo gently stroked Lin Mingshi's hair. Her hair is so soft, fine and fragrant. The picture is simply beautiful. At first I felt very miserable, raising 2 children by myself, but over time I got used to it, and they became an inseparable part of my life. Bai Mo hugged Lin Mingshi and promised, I will make you and your daughters happy every day. With me here, no one can bully you. Well, I believe you. Lin Mingshi felt her body go soft. Bai Mo's voice and the airflow seemed to have completely dissipated all her strength, and her body felt numb. Bai Mo took the opportunity to hug Lin Mingshi's soft body and smelled her fragrance. Time seemed to stop at this moment and he felt very hot. The two looked into each other's eyes, their hearts slowly drew closer, the air was filled with hormones, and they were about to do something unspeakable. P.S. I updated for posts in one go today. Thank you all for your support. If you haven't rated it yet, I hope you can give me a good review and show your support. Thank you all. Chapter 49. Why is it so difficult to eat meat? Crunch. The door was pushed open, and the little guy poked his head out. The two of them quickly separated subconsciously. Lin Mingshi's clothes were a little messy at the moment, because Bai Mo's hand had just reached into her clothes dishonestly. Daddy. Mom. Sleep. Daddy, hug me. It turned out that Sissy had woken up and was rubbing her sleepy eyes. She threw herself into Bai Mo's arms and refused to leave. Lin Mingshi had no choice but to let the little guy sleep here tonight. But the lovely atmosphere was ruined, and both of them blushed at the same time. After a while, the little girl fell asleep quietly in Bai Mo's arms. Bai Mo whispered, Wife, wait for me, I'll carry her back to the room to sleep first, remember not to lock the door, I'll come over later. Asshole. Lin Mingshi pouted, You bastard, what do you want to do? Hey. Bai Mo carried 1111 back to the small bedroom and carefully covered her with the quilt. Even when she was asleep, 1111 was restless and kicked the quilt away. He even talked in his sleep, asking for the delicious meat that his dad made. Bai Mo covered 1111 with a blanket and left quietly. As a result, Anan woke up and looked at him. Bai Mo. Daddy dream pupper. Anan pouted her lips and her eyes turned red. She didn't know if she wanted to cry or if she was rubbing her eyes. Don't be afraid, Dad is here with you. Bai Mo's heart tightened, so he lay down next to her, patting Anan's back. While putting the child to sleep, I fell asleep myself. The other side. Lin Mingxi couldn't fall asleep at all. She kept waiting for Bai Mo to come in, feeling more or less expectant. Result. After waiting until about 3 in the morning, Lin Mingxi couldn't resist the sleepiness and gradually fell asleep. No words were spoken that night. The next morning. It's sunny. After waking up, 1111 sat on the bed, rubbing her eyes and looking around. Isn't it in the mamar bed? Yawning and his stomach growling, the little guy climbed out of bed and clumsily walked downstairs to find food. Dad. Mom. Oh, hey, what's wrong with our little princess? You got up so early in the morning. Their husband has gone out and the young lady hasn't gotten up yet. Why are you up so early? The servant picked up the child, who was so cute, and pinched her little face. There is no scar left on the forehead, the skin is almost perfect. I'm hungry. 1111 looked aggrieved and touched her belly. The servant was at a loss whether to laugh or cry. Breakfast was being prepared, but she could be given milk first. Looking at the milk powder that the maid had prepared for her, 1111's eyes lit up and her saliva seemed to be watering. Upstairs. Annan turned over and found that her sister was gone from the bed, and her eyes widened immediately. Younger sister. She thought in her mind that he must have gone out to play with his parents and didn't bring her. When I came to the first floor, I saw 1111 eating with gusto. Har. The child, beaming with joy, came clumsily to the dining room and climbed onto a chair. Auntie, I want one too, the same style as Grandma. Annan said with a pout. 2 little feet kept swinging under the table. The servant saw that her hair was frizzy and tangled, so she helped her tie it up again. Don't wait for Dad. The servant chuckled. This is because he dislikes her poor skills. About half an hour later, there was a noise from upstairs. It was Lin Mingxi getting up. I stayed up until the second half of the night last night, and when I woke up this morning I felt completely exhausted and had dark circles under my eyes. After going downstairs, Annan was the first one to discover that something was wrong with Lin Mingxi. Mom, your eyes are so dark. Did you steal last night? A baby voice. Lin Mingxi. Hurry up and eat your breakfast. You are the one who talks the most. Look at your sister. She doesn't say anything. Mom, did you steal last night? 1111 asked, scratching her head. Ahar. The 2 little guys laughed. At this moment, Bai Mo came back from jogging and just entered the living room. Dad, my hair. Annan pointed at her messy hair. Puff. If you hadn't told me, I wouldn't have noticed that the 2 little girls' hair is like a bird's nest. I'll help you get a hairstyle that everyone will envy. Bai Mo said with a smile. Okay. It was heard that the 2 little princesses were dancing with joy, and words could not describe their inner world. When looking at Lin Mingxi, Bai Mo said softly, I accidentally fell asleep last night. What's there to explain? I closed the shop a long time ago. Lin Mingxi rolled her eyes. Bai Mo. Missed opportunity. Is it really that difficult to eat meat? After breakfast, Lin Mingxi went to work as usual while Bai Mo stayed at home to take care of the children. When you open your phone, you will see news about Duan Anshin Pharmaceutical Company, Limited everywhere. A new facial mask has been launched, attracting much attention and is also loved by young people. My father-in-law called to share the good news, saying that Bai Mo is very capable and has a good business sense. If I have the chance, I must take Bai Mo out to meet some friends. The implication is that they want to show off. Tell everyone you meet that Dr. Bai is my, Lin's son-in-law. Now in Duan City, who hasn't heard of the name of Dr. Bai? Their hospital promoted the technique as miraculous and gained both fame and fortune. The weather is hot in summer. The 2 little kids were playing in the living room, sweaty and barefoot. My dear, there is more to this chapter. Please click on the next page to continue reading. It's even more exciting later. My dear, you don't know how to swim yet, right? Daddy will teach you. Bai Mo ordered the servants to clean the swimming pool and then fill it with water. Summer is here and the temperature is rising. It is necessary to teach them survival skills. Swimming is a compulsory course. Yeah, swimming and playing in the water. The 2 little guys were very happy to play in the water with their dad. After a moment, Bai Mo changed his daughters into swimsuits and prepared lifebuoys, one for each of them. Dad, is this a balloon? Hula hoop. Bai Mo didn't know whether to laugh or cry. No, they are lifebuoys that can keep your bodies afloat. Wow, circle, I like it. And then put it directly on her belly, just like a hula hoop. Son-in-law, are you going to teach them to swim? Why not hire a private coach? They can learn very quickly. The servant on the side reminded. Need not. Bai Mo shook his head. He felt a sense of accomplishment from teaching his daughters to swim, and most importantly, he felt at ease. Dad, no, I don't want to swim or play anymore. 1111 shook her head. Because just now, she tested the water with her feet and it was so cold, so she didn't dare to go in. Daddy is holding you, don't be afraid. Bai Mo jumped into the water with a splash, and popped his head out of the water and smiled at his two daughters. My dears, it's really cool underwater. No, no. Sissy stepped back subconsciously. And he wants to go into the water and play with his dad, but he is afraid of water. His conflicted look is so adorable. Come on down, you can have ice cream if you learn how to swim. Yeah, let's learn. 1111's eyes lit up and she quickly went to the pool. The servant next to him smiled but said nothing. When it comes to raising children, my son-in-law is better. Anan was wearing a lifebuoy. After getting used to the water, she kept dancing around, but her body remained in the same place without moving at all. She just wanted to be closer to her father, but she ended up moving further away with her gesticulating and kicking. As for 1111, Bai Mo is now teaching her step by step. When learning to swim, you have to drink water. Fortunately, all the efforts were worth it. After half a day, the little guy made progress. Har har har, my daughter finally learned how to doggy paddle. I can't even do it. There was such arrogance in Bai Mo's tone. Ahar har. The little guy also grinned. As for Anan, she was still there, wrapped in a lifebuoy, paddling helplessly. Chapter 50. Anan is missing. Okay, Sissy has learned it. I'll give you a lifebuoy. Swim on your own. I'm going to teach your sister. Yeah. Sissy spoke in a baby voice and was very happy. She swam the whole time under the watchful eyes of the servants. She also played in the water with the servants, sharing her joy. In a baby voice, he said, Daddy, teach me how to swim. It can be heard that he has become much more cheerful, at least not as silent as before. Dad, I'm tired and don't want to study anymore. Anan was indeed tired. I've been busy doing nothing for a long time. Dad has experience. You will soon be able to learn to doggy paddle like your sister. What is the doggy paddle? Anan asked, scratching his head. This is Wangsai. Woof woof woof. In the back garden, a small figure flew quickly, and the little puppy was summoned. Go for a swim. Hearing Bai Mo's order, the little puppy was stunned for a moment, then dived into the swimming pool. It's quite a heroic act, as if the king wants his subjects to die and the subjects have to die. Only a dog's head floats on the water, and its four legs are paddling desperately, in the classic doggy paddle style. Anan. Har har har. The servants by the pool were all amused by the dog. When 1111 saw everyone laughing, she started laughing too, not knowing why. Fortunately, Anan learned not the doggy paddle, but the scuba diving swimming, which allows him to hold his breath for a long time. Ding, congratulations to their host for teaching his daughter a survival skill. I will reward you with 200 daddy points and a chance to win a prize. Will you draw a lottery? Smoke. Congratulations to their host. You are lucky to get the hit song and the time-space dislocation. Total daddy points, 540. The song is good and very suitable for Lin Mingxi. She can take it out when needed. During lunch, Bai Mo did not disappoint the two little guys and made ice cream. In the afternoon, Ouyang Yu actually came. The two little guys were originally taking a nap, but Anan woke up when he heard the sound of Ferrari, and came down to play with Ouyang Yu, without even taking a nap. Auntie, what did you bring for Anan? Anan didn't even blink. Your favorite snack. Wow, thank you auntie, Bu auntie is the best, I wish she was my mom. Bai Mo. Ouyang Yu said, Anan, I am your godmother and also your mother. He stroked Anan's hair gently, with a look of doting on his face. The main reason Ouyang Yu came here this time was to tell Bai Mo that the matter of the Huangquan cult had been dealt with and no one would find out about Bai Mo, so he could rest assured. Bai Mo has nothing to worry about. No matter who it is, he doesn't care. Anan, I'm going out shopping, do you want to come with me? Ouyang said. Shop. Ice cream. Any other delicious food? Anan immediately hugged Ouyang Yu's long legs. Auntie, take me there. Har har, bring it with you, but does your dad agree? And your sister hasn't woken up yet. Don't worry about my sister, she's just a sleeper. Anan pouted, Dad. Acting coquettishly towards Bai Mo. It's cute again. It turned out that Bai Mo was not in the living room at all, and he could not be found anywhere. Aunt, let's go. That's fine, just go out secretly and come back after shopping. Ouyang Yu said. Afterwards, the adult and the child got into the Ferrari and headed straight for the city. Ouyang Yu took Anan away and then sent a message to Bai Mo. Bai Mo, who had just received the Bugatti Veyron, came back and didn't see Anan. After asking the servants, he found out that she had gone out to play with Ouyang Yu and only received the news afterwards. The Bugatti Veyron that Bai Mo bought has arrived. It has a cool black appearance and an awesome sound. It is equipped with a 16-cylinder engine and 4 turbines. It has a power of 1001 horsepower and a top speed of 407 km per hour. The dream of owning a sports car is shared by many rich second generations. Bai Mo is no exception. Although the Bai family is rich, they never spend his money recklessly. Urban area. Ouyang Yu took Anan with him, walking and stopping along the way, holding delicious food in their hands. Ouyang Yu was relaxed both physically and mentally, but he didn't know that he was facing a huge danger at this moment. Auntie, I want to eat rock candy. Har har har, it's candid whores. Ouyang Yu said, then just follow me and I will buy it for you. Anan held Ouyang Yu's clothes tightly with one of her little hands while licking the ice cream in her mouth. After a moment. Aunt, are you ready? Where did this cute girl come from? Oh, she's so cute. The sound was not right. Anan looked up and saw that the person she caught was not Ouyang Yu, but another woman. The woman's clothes were somewhat similar to Ouyang Yu's. Anan let go of her hand and looked around. Auntie, where are you? There are so many people around and she is so small, how can she find Ouyang Yu? The sounds were drowned out by the crowd. Little girl, are you looking for someone? Uncle can help you find him. A sharp-tongued man came over and said to Anan. Really? You, then do you know what my aunt looks like? Anan is not stupid. He is very smart at heart. The man said, of course, she is very beautiful, very beautiful. Is her name Ouyang Yu? You were shopping together just now. Yes, my aunt is so beautiful, take me there quickly. Anan became excited and let down her last bit of defense. My dear, there is more to this chapter. Please click on the next page to continue reading. It's even more exciting later. Another street. Ouyang Yu had already bought the candid whores and had been talking to Anan the whole time. Anan? For you. After paying the money, Ouyang Yu turned around and found that there was a missing figure behind him, and he was immediately panicked. Aingan, where are you? Ouyang Yu shouted and looked around, hoping to find the little figure she was looking for in the crowd. Didn't Anan follow her the whole time? She had no idea when they got separated. It's over. Ouyang Yu quickly searched the streets, but couldn't find Anan, and was distraught. Bai Mo, who was test driving the car, suddenly heard a call from Ouyang Yu, who heard someone crying bitterly on the other end. Bai Mo. What's wrong? The sound was getting more and more wrong. Bai Mo frowned and shouted, what's wrong? Anan is missing. It's only been a while since I found her. Damn it, if anything happens to my daughter, I will never let you go. Bai Mo hung up the phone, anger emanating from his body and a cold gleam in his eyes. Boom. The sound of the Bugatti Veyron is blowing up the streets. Ouyang Yu could already imagine Bai Mo's anger, and his face turned pale instantly. I have captured the person you are looking for. If you want to save her, come with us. A person passing by stopped and said. Ouyang Yu looked up and saw the figure leaving quickly. Who are you? If you dare to touch Anan's hair, I will never let you go. Ouyang Yu got up and chased after him. In an abandoned factory outside Duan City, Ouyang Yu finally caught up with the man. However, they didn't know that more than a dozen people walked out from behind the dilapidated wall, led by the law enforcement elder of the Huangquan sect. Buzz. Ouyang Yu's head was about to explode. She had once seen the Huangquan sect's law enforcement elder, who was a half-stepped grandmaster in strength. Facing him, there was not even the slightest chance of escape. Chapter 51 10 billion to redeem your daughter. The people from the Huangquan cult are really haunting her. They took everything on her a few days ago. She should have expected this day to come. If you offend the Huangquan cult, you will be hunted by them for the rest of your life, and the fight will not stop until you die. And she took it all on herself. I just don't want to expose Bai Mo. Where's Anan? Ouyang Yu mustered up the courage to ask. That child. Who knows who took her away? Our target is you, so we don't want to use that kind of means. The law enforcement elder said with narrowed eyes. If it's not you, who else would take her away? I don't want to waste time talking to you. Is the sacred object of our Huangquan sect in your hands? And who was responsible for the admiral's death? Asked the law enforcement elder. I don't know what you're talking about. You're still being stubborn. Beat me. Although the people brought by the law enforcement elders are not as strong as the admiral, they are not much different. In just 3 minutes, Ouyang Yu was beaten to the ground, wailing all over. You stinky woman, you dare to go against our Huangquan sect. Don't think that just because you are from the Security Bureau, we dare not do anything to you. You are too naive. Tell me, where is the holy relic? I'll give you a quick death and leave you with a whole body. The law enforcement elder asked in a deep voice. Ouyang Yu gritted his teeth and said, I don't know. You can kill me or chop me up, it's all up to you. Break one of her legs. After a scream, Ouyang Yu broke one of her legs in pain. Blood was all over the ground, and the bone that pierced her heart was exposed. After falling into the hands of the Huangquan cult, she never thought she would survive. Only. She was unwilling to accept that Anan's whereabouts were unknown. Elder, this woman is very stubborn and still refuses to say a word. Even the toughest people have weaknesses. Give her a heart-eating bug to eat and let her experience what it's like to live a life worse than death. After eating the heart-eating worm, Ouyang Yu's screams became even louder. Will you tell me? Kill me, I don't know. Ouyang Yu was sweating profusely from the pain, his lips turned pale, but he still kept a hard mouth, his face turned blue and black. Take her with you. That little girl is the weak spot. Let's quickly find out who took her away just now. Suddenly thinking of something, the law enforcement elder said coldly. Elder, I was on guard. The little girl was taken into a van and I can locate her immediately, said a member of the Huangquan cult. Okay, I'll give you a great deed when I get back. The law enforcement elder patted the man on the shoulder. After a moment. The Huangquan sect and others have already discovered where Anan went and are bringing the dying Ouyang Yu with them. A dilapidated factory building in Duan City. Anan followed the man out of the car, crying and looking aggrieved. You lied to the little kid. Little guy, stop complaining. Come with me and don't cry. The man pulled Anan into the factory. Several people were playing mahjong in the factory. Damn it, I've been watching at the entrance of Junyuan community for 2 days, and finally I saw someone. Where is young Master Wang? Why hasn't he arrived yet? As soon as he finished speaking, a figure appeared at the door. It was Wang Dachu. Bai Mo caused his family to be destroyed and the Wang family to go bankrupt, and he became a stray dog. From a high and mighty young master, Wang Dachu became a homeless man in 1 day. He wanted to eat Bai Mo, but he was also very rational. Bai Mo is the young master of the Bai family and is not easy to deal with. Therefore, the current way to take revenge on Bai Mo and Lin Mingxi is to kidnap their daughter and extort money. Uncle, save me. Seeing Wang Dachu appear, Anan said with tears in her eyes. How you're being so polite to me now? Why don't you just say I'm a bad person? Master Wang, I have brought the person you wanted. Where is the money you agreed on? 1 million, not a cent less. Brothers, you've taken a big risk. Several gangsters rubbed their hands together, grinning evilly. Seeing how familiar they were, Anan curled her lips and said, bad money. Daddy. Mom. Auntie. Anan cried, feeling very helpless. She looked around and saw that the environment was unfamiliar. Stop crying, or I'll sell you. Wang Dachu was upset. Don't want. Anan sniffed and tried hard not to cry. If I was sold, I would never see my parents again. Although I didn't cry, tears were streaming down my face. Har har har, Bai Mo also has this day. I will inform him immediately. Buy some delicious food and take good care of this little gold owner. Don't let her suffer any injustice. Her father is very rich. Don't cry, little girl. Uncle will notify your father to come and redeem you right away. The little guy blinked his eyes, sniffed, stopped crying, and said in a baby voice, really? Certainly. When Wang Dachu thought that Bai Mo was the young master of the Bai family in the imperial capital, he smiled wickedly. Bai Mo, you said your daughter's life? 10 billion is not too much to exchange for it, right? Then Wang Dachu called Bai Mo. Bai Mo, you know who I am very well, right? When you bankrupted my Wang family, did you ever think this day would come? Your daughter is in my hands. Take 10 billion and I'll let her go. Hearing this, Bai Mo was struck by lightning. He clenched his fists, burning with anger, and gnashed his teeth and said, Wang Dachu, you'd better not hurt my daughter, otherwise I will turn you into ashes. Bai Mo is not short of money, he just wants to be safe and not get hurt. Wang Dachu chuckled. It feels so good. As expected of the young master of the Bai family, 10 billion is a piece of cake for him. Isn't he too little? This chapter is not finished yet, please click on the next page to continue reading the exciting content. 10 billion is probably just Bai Mo's pocket money for a year. Damn, what a bad decision. Wang Dachu regretted it instantly. With the money, the Wang family could make a comeback overseas. Wang Dachu felt a surge of hope and began his daydream. Wang Dachu killed someone. Well, he had killed people before, but he couldn't bring himself to kill a child. Moreover, Wang Dachu had no ill will towards Anan, and sometimes he was even touched by her cuteness. Bai Mo resisted the urge to kill and gritted his teeth. Let me talk to her, otherwise she will cry and make a fuss. I don't think you like it either. Wang Dachu thought about it. Young Master Bai is very thoughtful and dotes on his daughter. Hey Anan. Daddy. Anan rubbed her eyes. She had heard her father's voice a long time ago, but because of Wang Dachu's fierce look, she dared not say a word. She felt very aggrieved. Be good and don't be afraid. Dad will pick you up later, okay? Anan is feeling much better? No longer so flustered, nodding vigorously, yeah, you have to be quick. Ding, the mission to rescue my daughter has begun. Host, please complete the mission immediately. Those social guys in the factory actually bought her a lot of delicious food. Har. The little guy smiled. She was eating alone nearby. A certain socialite must have children at home and knew what the child liked to eat, so he bought her popsicles and other things. This child is waiting obediently for her father to pick her up, and now she is eating leisurely. What a big heart. It was only Wang Dachu who was kind-hearted. If it were any other kidnapper, they would not have received such treatment. Uncle, Anan wants to drink some water. Looking at Wang Dachu, who was so happy and immersed in a sweet dream, Anan said in a baby voice. There's plenty in the box next to it. If you want to drink, take it yourself. Wang Dachu waved his hand unhappily. Oh. Anan pouted her little mouth and clumsily picked up the bottle of mineral water. She used all her strength but couldn't turn it open, and her face turned red. A young man next to her, about 20 years old, couldn't bear to watch, but was amused by her cute look. Let me help you. Thanks. Anan gulped down the water. She's so cute, with bright eyes, just like my daughter. An adult and a child, chatting idly. Uncle, do you have a daughter too? Is she really as cute as me? Har har har, of course. So, how did your daughter come here? Anan scratched his head and looked at the man in front of him curiously. Not only was he not afraid, but he also seemed very familiar with him. Maybe it was because he helped to unscrew the bottle cap that she felt he didn't look like a bad guy. Har, they were born, aren't you? The social boy was immediately amused by her. I'm not, my mom gave it to me as a gift when I recharged my phone bill. Buy one get one free, and I have a younger sister. Anan pouted in response. Puff. Wang Dachu, who was drinking water, sprayed all over the floor. The social boy laughed and said, Har har, your mother lied to you. You came out of your mother's belly. Really? Anan's pair of flawless gem-like eyes lit up, but then dimmed in an instant. But mommy's belly is so small. The child drew a small circle in the air and pouted, mine is so big, it must be wrong. Har har, if you don't believe me, you can go back and ask your mother. Don't ask, don't ask. Uncle is lying to the child. I won't get into mom's stomach. And it is not a little bug. Suddenly, there were footsteps coming from the door. It was Wang Quan sect and others who brought Oyenyu here, and the group blocked the door. Who is it? Fuck, what are you doing here? The others looked at the people from the Huangquan sect fiercely. As long as it's not the police. They have only a small piece of land around here, and they are not afraid of anyone. The people from Huangquan sect sneered. That look was like looking at a dead person. The moment he saw Anan, Oyenyu, who was thrown to the ground, said weakly, Anan. She felt very regretful in her heart, regretting not taking good care of the child. If she had not brought her out, she would not have put her in danger. She blamed herself in her heart and spat out blood again. Wang Dachu. It's you. How dare you take Anan away? I'm going to kill you. Fuck, Oyenyu. Wang Dachu was shocked at first, and then shocked again. Why was Oyenyu beaten so badly? One of the legs was broken and bent at 90 degrees. His face is almost unrecognizable. Even after the treatment, the patient was still disfigured, and in a very scary way. The reason why he was afraid of Oyenyu before was because she kept pestering Lin Mingxi. Oyenyu would beat him up every time. In his impression, this woman could beat dozens of bodyguards at once. What can you do to me like this? Wang Dachu said speechlessly. Auntie. Anan rubbed his eyes. None of them dared to recognize Oyenyu. They were so scared that they trembled all over and kept backing away. Fuck it, speak up, you are not dumb, who are you? How dare you ignore us and ask you questions? That group of gangsters slammed the table in a hurry. In terms of the number of people on both sides, there was not much difference. Get rid of them. At a command from the law enforcement elder, members of the Huangquan cult immediately transformed into wild wolves and rushed in. Within a minute, corpses were scattered all over the ground and the air was filled with the smell of blood. Anan? The child was so frightened that he trembled all over and closed his eyes tightly. Wang Dachu's legs were trembling. No wonder Oyenyu was beaten so badly. Are these people devils? They kill people without blinking an eye and have no mercy on women at all. This chapter is not finished yet, please click on the next page to continue reading the exciting content. Brother, please don't kill me. Just tell me how much money you want. With a thud, Wang Dachu knelt down. In the face of death, how much is dignity worth? If your fate is the same as that group of thugs on the ground, what's the point of having those 10 billion? But at this moment, everyone in the Huangquan sect ignored Wang Dachu and just let him kneel down. You bitch, I'll give you one more chance. Tell me who killed the admiral and where the holy relic is. A man next to the law enforcement elder asked while stepping on Oyenyu's head. Silence, still silence. Oyenyu bit her lips tightly. I don't know if it's because he can't express the pain or if he really doesn't want to betray Bai Mo. The admiral was killed by Bai Mo. If Bai Mo is defeated by Huangquan sect, all 4 members of the family will die. Little boy, do you know her? The law enforcement elder picked up Anan beside him and asked with a smile. The little guy was picked up by the law enforcement elder. He was dancing around at first, and then he became motionless. Don't cry. Answer Grandpa's question and you will have candy, said the law enforcement elder. Woo woo Anan, don't cry, woo woo, don't hit your aunt. Everyone else felt touched by it. Law enforcement elder. Anan, don't cry. Auntie is acting. Auntie is fine. Don't be afraid. Perhaps because of Oyenyu's words, Anan actually became a lot quieter. Oyenyu, which is more important, this kid's life or the secret you're talking about? If you don't tell me, we'll have no choice but to take action against her. She's so cute, I'm sure you won't be able to bear it. Look at her delicate skin and tender flesh. You old bastard, if you have the guts, come at me. What's the point of bullying a child? Oyenyu said. Har ha har ha, I don't have time to waste with you. I told you, I know nothing. I beg you, please let the child go. You can torture me however you want. Puff. After a heavy kick, Oyenyu vomited blood again. Woo woo, don't hit auntie, my daddy will come, he's a superhero. Everyone. I'll give you 1 minute to think about it. If you don't tell me, this child will die because of you. My patience is limited, and I don't have time to waste with you. I have 10,000 ways of torturing people in my mind, and I really want to try them on her. Chapter 52, First Meeting with Sister-in-Law. The law enforcement elder seemed to have lost his patience and shifted his gaze to Wang Dachu. Wang Dachu hasn't reacted yet. He was killed with one punch from the law enforcement elder. What a good trick of killing the chicken to scare the monkey, it really frightened Ouyang Yu. Yes, the Huangquan cult kills without blinking an eye and will never show mercy. I can die, but Anan must live. The information in my hand is a bargaining chip and cannot be handed over easily. Little boy, it's your turn next. Are you afraid? Afraid? Anan said timidly. Seeing Wang Dachu being beaten and flying, how could he not be afraid? And he even suspected that he was dreaming. Har har har. Everyone laughed. Ouyang Yu didn't dare to gamble, and quickly shouted, "Stop, I can tell you, but you must let her go, this is my only request. You are not qualified to negotiate with me. Tell me quickly, who killed the admiral and where is their holy relic?" The law enforcement elder looked at Ouyang Yu with a fierce look on his face. Wow, auntie. Anan was frightened and started crying again. After being put down by the law enforcement elder, she ran to Ouyang Yu. Watching Anan running over, Ouyang Yu also saw the law enforcement elder take out a long knife, ready to attack Anan. "Admiral, I killed him. I am not as strong as him, but he fell into my trap. The holy object I took was a blood pill. I handed it over to the security bureau. Damn it." Bang! The law enforcement elder's eyes were red, and a fierce aura emanated from him. Ouyang Yu could no longer bear it and desperately protected the little guy in his arms. "Someone come save us." Ouyang Yu closed his eyes in despair. Court death. The next second, Bai Mo's extremely angry roar came from far away, like thunder from the sky, directly breaking the law enforcement elder's aura, and cracks appeared on the surrounding walls. Everyone was shocked. Then, sizzle. A huge force broke through the wall of the factory, and white ink fell from the sky like a god. Ouyang Yu tried hard to open his eyes, and saw a pair of black shoes appear in the last sight. "If you dare to touch her, I will slap you to death." Bai Mo was extremely angry when he saw so much blood and corpses on the ground, as well as the frightened Anan. The terrifying aura swept in like a storm, making it hard for everyone to breathe. Anan's happy voice came to my ears, "Daddy, it's Daddy. It's good that Bai Mo is here. Ouyang Yu can rest assured." Her eyelids were too heavy and she needed a rest. Anan, the child, immediately threw herself into Bai Mo's arms, crying aggrievedly, "Daddy, there is bad money." Bai Mo was filled with anger, and the originally clear and cloudless sky was suddenly covered by a thick black cloud. Those deep black eyes exuded a devouring coldness, and the biting cold light was suffocating. "Don't be afraid, Anan, Dad is here." When facing his daughter, Bai Mo showed a gentle smile. "Who are you? Tell me your name." "Huangquan sect will not kill nameless people," a member of the Huangquan cult said. "The people of Huangquan sect never take ordinary people seriously, let alone a pretty boy like Bai Mo." "But..." The law enforcement elder swallowed his saliva, and his expression suddenly changed. "Asshole, how can you talk like that? Apologize to the senior immediately. The cracks in the wall are telling. Bai Mo is stronger than him. You are a bunch of idiots, and you dare to speak so shamelessly. If you want to die, don't drag me along. A newborn calf is not afraid of a tiger. At least the law enforcement elder is afraid." Everyone looked at the elder in surprise. "Elder, what are you afraid of? He is just one person, we can just kill him." Law enforcement elder. Damn retard. At this moment, the law enforcement elder wanted to slap these disciples to death. They had poor eyesight and were not suitable to be Huang Quan's teachers. "Senior, it's a misunderstanding. We didn't know this child was related to you," the law enforcement elder said. "I originally thought that my repeated tolerance would make you restrain yourself, but I didn't expect this to be the result. You all deserve to die." Bai Mo rubbed Anan's head. The child suddenly felt sleepy and fell asleep on Bai Mo's shoulder. The moment she fell asleep, Bai Mo's eyes were filled with murderous intent. Puff! As the bodies began to fall one after another, the remaining people felt a numbing sensation in their hearts. Only now did they realize why the law enforcement elder called him senior in such fear. The law enforcement elder didn't even see how Bai Mo made his move. All he saw was a person vomiting blood and falling down, his death looking extremely horrific. You. The law enforcement elder could no longer remain calm and retreated back in fear. Bang! Seeing the shadow pressing down, the law enforcement elder used his strongest palm strike, trying to take the opportunity to escape. As a result, he was killed instantly, slapped to the ground, and his body was torn to pieces. Puff! The air was filled with a strong smell of blood. The law enforcement elder was half a step away from being a grandmaster, and was killed in one move. In the entire factory, all the people from the Huangquan sect were killed. There was no body left at the scene except blood. Bai Mo's character underwent a qualitative change, his eyes flickered, and his whole body was filled with murderous aura. Looking at Ouyang lying on the ground, his life or death unknown, Bai Mo was filled with anger. If it weren't for her, my daughter would not have gone through what is happening today. Fortunately, Anan is okay, otherwise I would kill you. Ouyang on the ground seemed to hear it. Bai Mo, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. This chapter is not over yet, please click on the next page to continue reading. It's Anan you feel sorry for. Bai Mo said angrily. Ouyang never replied again. His life slowly faded away and his consciousness fell into endless darkness. Bai Mo patted the sleeping Anan and prepared to leave. What does Ouyang life or death have to do with me? She brought this upon herself. Admiral, I killed him. Come at me if you dare. Come on, don't hurt the child. In a daze, Ouyang said reflexively. Dad, auntie, there is so much blood. Anan was still concerned about Ouyang while sleeping, and her body would twitch from time to time. Bai Mo stopped and chose to turn back because of his daughter's words. Then he used his god-level medical skills and true energy to treat Ouyang. The poison in his body was not a big problem. Ding, I protected my daughter's personal safety and killed the criminals. The mission score is passed, so I get 500 daddy points. System panel. Host, qualified dad Bai Mo. Daddy point, 1040. Strength, 32nd level of the tribulation period. Account, 10 billion. Item, imprisonment talisman +2. Avatar, Eye of God and Demon. Pet, Chinese native dog. Others, check it yourself. Ouyang injuries were so severe that he was unrecognizable and had to be sent to the hospital for surgery. Bai Mo was able to do this and he had done his best. At least Ouyang saved his life. The broken leg has been set, and medical staff will need to follow up, and it is impossible for him to take Ouyang home. When they arrived at the hospital, Bai Mo immediately asked the nurse to carry Ouyang into the operating room. Seeing Ouyang's serious face, the medical staff were shocked on the spot. Oh shit! This woman's life is ruined, how could she be injured so badly? Bai Mo was too lazy to deal with other simple wound bandages himself, so he left it to the doctors in the emergency room. After doing all this, Bai Mo left the hospital and returned to his villa in Grand Hyatt Bay. Anan in the car was still talking in his sleep, shouting that there were bad guys. Hearing Bai Mo's voice in a daze, the little guy fell asleep sweetly again. I returned to the villa and picked up Anan. I heard the laughter of a woman and a child coming from the living room. Are there guests at home again? Bai Mo walked in with doubts, only to see a young figure playing games with 1111. Har Harsu Barber. 1111 looked at the door, then immediately ran over barefoot and hugged Bai Mo's thigh. Auntie Barber Fei is here. 1111 said in a baby voice, not forgetting to show off inside. That arrogant look on her face, as if her father was the best person in the world. As soon as the words fell, the young figure turned around, and her face was about 60% similar to Lin Mingxi, a standard beauty. Aunt? This person is Lin Mingxi's sister, Lin Ruoshi, a senior high school student, 18 years old this year. I heard that she did well in the college entrance examination and was among the top 3 in city. I heard from Lin Mingxi before that her sister went traveling, so I didn't meet her during this period. Brother-in-law. Lin Ruoshi smiled politely, looking Bai Mo up and down. She felt that he was handsome, tall, and had the aura of a domineering president. No wonder the two little kids are so cute, it turns out they have such good genes. Hello, sister-in-law. Bai Mo picked up 1111 from his feet, and the two little babies were in his arms. Lin Ruoshi's expression was a little weird. Why are you looking at me like that? Even though I'm a big boy, I get shy too. Ever since Bai Mo came in, Lin Ruoshi had been keeping her eyes on him, which made Bai Mo quite uncomfortable. Hearing this, Lin Ruoshi shook her head and said, nothing. Dad would be shy too. 1111 pouted, and then asked, 1111 when I woke up, I didn't see my sister or dad, did you guys sneak out to play? That look was so pitiful, as if God was pitying him. She didn't go to play. Look at her sister. She's already asleep, right? Bai Mo rubbed the child's head with his chin and started to talk to her. If she knew that Anan went out with Ouyang Yu, no matter what happened afterwards, she would be jealous and feel that she was not valued. I knew there wasn't one. Sissy said in a baby voice. Lin Ruoshi said, brother-in-law, I heard that you cook delicious dishes and you can sing. Since coming back, Lin Ruoshi has been listening to 1111 talking about her father, and her ears are almost calloused. It's just normal. Bai Mo said. I don't know what my sister-in-law is planning. Looking at her eyes, they seem mischievous and it's definitely not good. Really? Brother-in-law, I want to eat plain noodles. Can you make them for me? The tingling sound almost gave Bai Mo goosebumps. You have hands. If you want to eat, cook it yourself. Otherwise, you can call the cook. Bai Mo rolled his eyes. 1111, are you hungry? Do you want to eat some plain noodles? The delicious kind. Lin Ruoshi turned her head and smiled. Bai Mo. Daddy, I'm hungry. Brother-in-law, you heard it, why don't you do it quickly? Lin Ruoshi stretched out 2 fingers and said, yeah, as if she had one. If Lin Ruoshi wanted to eat, he could ignore her, but Bai Mo would never refuse a child's request. After putting Anan down, he went into the kitchen. Lin Ruoshi turned on her cell phone, and I didn't know what she was doing. Then she started talking to herself. Aharhar. Ananan was woken up by 1111's laughter. My dear, there is more to this chapter. Please click on the next page to continue reading. It's even more exciting later. Wow, daddy daddy. The crying was quite loud. What happened today has left me with quite a few shadows in my heart. What's wrong, Anan? Don't scare your aunt. Lin Ruoshi's expression changed instantly, and her face was full of concern. Elder sister. The corner of Sis's mouth twitched. Bai Mo, who came upon hearing the news, quickly sat beside her and wiped the sweat off the child's forehead. Don't cry, you must be having a nightmare, daddy is here. Anan? I looked around, stared into a few pairs of eyes for a while, and made sure I was at home, then I scratched my head in embarrassment. Aharhar. It turned out to be a dream. She was so scared that she thought it was real. But I feel like it's not a dream. The child has some vague memories. I went out today. I didn't go out. A big question mark appeared in my head. Aharhar. Anan smiled again, with tears in her eyes, making Lin Ruoshi feel helpless. Anan had a nightmare. Don't be afraid. Daddy is always here. After Bai Mo made sure that Anan was fine, he walked into the kitchen again. Lin Ruoshi is doing some kind of live broadcast, which has been quite popular recently. It has been a few months since it started, and she occasionally goes online to record her life. She has already accumulated more than 100,000 fans. I didn't expect that this sister-in-law, who is only in her 3rd year of high school, can use the live streaming platform. The noodles are ready, come here, kids. Bai Mo's voice came from the kitchen. Everyone wait for me for a moment, I'm going to go eat something and be back soon. Having said that, Lin Ruoshi immediately left the live broadcast room, holding the 2 little babies. A bunch of comments below. Anchor, if you want to leave, just leave. Why are you taking those 2 cute babies with you? I'll give them 10,000 yuan to keep them here. Even if they don't talk, they can just sit on the sofa. Support upstairs. People kept pouring into the live broadcast room, but its popularity remained high, and they all came for the 2 little guys.